to IRC Super round 7, season 7, round 4 here in Azerbaijan in Baku City. Of course, hasn't been on the calendar for very long. As 2016, I think it was when it first joined the Formula One world. And I got to say, it's a very unique circuit, isn't it? Baku is this. I gotta say, when I first seen the track back, I was like, blimey, that is going to be epic. And to be honest, 2016 was a bit of a disappointment, but overall, since then, though, it's been an absolutely incredible race, hasn't it? To watch. 2017 cracker, 18 a cracker, 19 a cracker, 20 probably a cracker as well. It's going to be a cracker here tonight. It was a cracker last night as well, and I need to stop saying cracker. But yeah, it was an absolutely incredible race last night. We'll go through what exactly happened last night. It was incredible stuff as well, wasn't it, for the elite guys once again. Unfortunately, we do have to. We've been hit with some incredibly sad news tonight. Of course, where one of the super drivers' grandfathers have passed away, unfortunately. So, which is incredibly sad because they were very close to their grandfather as well. I gotta say, I'm really poor at choosing my words sometimes, and I'm gonna, whatever I say will not do it justice of a life that's been lost today. So that's absolutely devastating news, and as Matt described on his Facebook page, a poker buddy friend there. So yeah, of course, we will be having a minute's silence at the beginning of qualifying, and also I think Azdog, hopefully it will be the first man to be out on track, and we'll also just enjoy going on board with Azdog as he navigates around Azerbaijan. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad day, really, isn't it? So a bit of a sad day really today. So as I said, I haven't done that justice completely, but yeah, we'll have a minute's silence when we get into qualifying, of course. So that will be coming up in just a few moments' time. We're just waiting for the drivers to get into session and ready to go. And it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be a fantastic race, isn't it? Of course, let's just take a look at the trap map, shall we? Location of Baku City. I think it's the only track which is below sea level, which is one more useless facts. Or did we go around as we do a lovely world tour of the world, don't we? 20 turns around here, around Baku. Circuit length is 3.7 miles long. I think it's the second longest circuit on the calendar, isn't it? Or third? I'm sure it's the second. Track difficulty very hard indeed, and the lap record was held by Sebastian Vettel back in 2017. Of course, that infamous race where we had some interesting. We had an interesting battle, an interesting race there, didn't we? Lewis Hamilton's headrest came off. Vettel and Hamilton did their best impression of Hill and Schumacher, didn't they, as well? So it was a very entertaining, that race, wasn't it? And really, I gotta say, I thoroughly enjoyed that race. It was brilliant stuff to watch and really get involved with. It really was. So we're almost ready to get racing. Let me just make sure I'm in spectator. We don't want to have a repeat of Brazil last season, do we? And some ginger guy who decided not to press spectate, which was a silly thing to do, really, wasn't it? George, that was probably one of my less silliest things that I've done in my whole life. Then you can see we've got the compound tires, the C4, C3, and C2. Then so we're in the middle range then in terms of the compounded tires. And so in the middle range there, of course, intermediate wets. I highly doubt we'll need them in the city of wind, I think it is, isn't it? Baku. So I'm not sure if I'm not really sure if we'll need the intermediate or wet tires, but you never know around here. I think T. Sammy wanted a bit of wet weather, didn't he? Of course, a rain special as well. Remember his first race winning IRC Super in the beginning of the season. He's 3 out of 3 now, isn't he? T. Sammy is cool, but that first race, the weather conditions was absolutely unique, wasn't it? It played right into his hands. Did T. Sammy? It was an incredible drive as well, wasn't it? How he navigated himself to keep himself on the island was absolutely superb, wasn't it? We are now just getting ready for the session, and we'll be getting ready to go then. As I said, we'll be having a minute's silence in the beginning of qualifying, and also there's be a lot of drivers that will be marking respect today for Azdog's granddad, and of course, so we'll be doing that in just a few moments' time as we'll be getting ready to getting ready then to go racing. Then of course, I got to say just one more point on that as well. I think that unfortunately when real world matters come into it, it's absolutely incredible. This is one of the most incredible things about league racing, Formula 1 league racing, and Formula 1 is a community, isn't it? Where you have tough days like this, and yeah, it's really good to bring to just go online and have a laugh with your mates, isn't it? And get league racing right on the way. Of course, there's a laugh until you're put into the wall, or I think I put Roscoe in the wall, didn't I? In Monaco, which I gotta say, I think that was the beginning and the end of my racing career. Anyway, then we're almost ready to get qualifying as way, and as I said, it'll be a 1 minute silence coming up now. I like to thank all the drivers then that observed that silence as well, and everyone that stayed in the pit, and so really good stuff then from the drivers. And so anyway, we're on board then with Azdog at the moment, and is we are yeah, so we're just coming down the back straight now. I was saying in the build-up that we might not get any wet weather. Well, I'm completely wrong, ain't I? So once again, I I just show my I just really put my foot in my mouth, don't I, really? So perhaps I should just not say anything, whether it's about the weather or not. Really just completely throws a spanner in the works. I gotta say, I am, of course, it's been a very difficult day, hasn't it, for a lot of drivers. Azdog is all in the wall there, skimming the wall there. He's gone purple in the first sector. I gotta say, I'm sat here in my IRC hoodie, and I'm looking proper trendy as well for the first time in my life. So yeah. So yeah, that's not. So I'm only going to be trendy on Wednesdays and Thursdays night. On Wednesday and Thursday nights, of course, if I when I come back in Elite, if I'm allowed back, that is, of course, with Dave and Matt doing an absolutely cracking job last night, didn't they? In the old commentary box there, didn't they? So, but yeah, if that's not the case, then at least I'll look trendy on a Thursday nights. Then, of course, the other thing I'm really excited about tonight is that trap map as well. I will try and I'll press pause at a more optimum time. It's Azdog. It's in the wall. He's in the wall there. He's damaged the car, and he's got a problem with the end plate there. And look at that. That's a lot of damage in here because it's absolutely pouring down with rain here tonight. It really is. I've got to say, it's very, very wet out there, isn't it? I think it's more conditions for Aquaman, isn't it, rather than the Formula 1 drivers out there. But yeah, that's the other thing that I'm really excited about is, of course, the trap map as well. It's also which is on the side of the screen. I do love new stuff, don't I? So so yeah, I was really buzzed about that when I saw the trap map on the side of the screen last night. Azdog is going the first one to set a time. Then we're almost in the 2 minutes there, isn't it? At the moment. Then of course there's the weather is absolutely appalling out there as well. Hog there doing a lovely bit of Tokyo drifting there around Azerbaijan. Accelerates away there nice. We've got yellow flags in at one. I think it is a car that's got down. Oh my goodness me! JJ reversing back on the track there and almost collecting Azdog with him there. My goodness me, that's a that was definitely a heart in your mouth moment there. On board with Hog going through the castle section as well. The Ferrari drivers. We've got a bit of sunshine bursting through the clouds, haven't we? I wonder how long before the wet weather is going to disperse or what? Basically go away. So his Hog is now coming onto the then as well, and look at this is going to be incredibly eventful qualifying session. We're already we're 12 minutes into, oh my goodness me, we've got 12 minutes to go, I should say, as we've got a Ferrari in the wall as well. It was like where else was in turn 15, car 12, that is missing a bit of the Ferrari. But we got Brooke Brother saying good evening, Sean. My regards to the driver and the family there. Yeah, absolutely. We all echo that here tonight. And of course, we've also got Steve. We've got Stephen as well. Stefan. Good evening, Sean. Good evening, Stephen. Hope you're enjoying the stream there, because I certainly am as well. I don't think these drivers are enjoying the weather there, is they? So what is Hog there is a feinted to the left here as he comes into the pits, and there's a chicane there. Oh my goodness me, we've got a bit of a traffic jam. It's really cut down the final section now. We're on board with Fizzy Lee. Oh my goodness me, and East is in the middle of the track there. Fizzy there just gets by, passes the Ferrari there, and the Ferrari, the McLaren, as he was getting very dicey there. And oh, JJ's in the wall. Car 15, and JJ is gone straight skated on at turn 15 there as Fizzy accelerates away down, and he comes up. So and he's now coming up then to the as coming up then to the finish straight now. Harry said sim damaged both of those. Cars would have been out. Yeah, I've got to say, yeah, both those cars having a glancing blow then to the, well, it's more than a glancing blow, isn't it? It was a bit of a French kiss, wasn't it, on the exit of turn 15. Fizzy goes second fast at the moment. I got to say, I do love Fizzy's trivia. I think it was I can't remember when. I think it was Tuesday night. I've got to say, one of the most difficult questions you'll ever hear from Formula 1, of course, was about a podium. It was about a podium, which I might elaborate a bit later on, because JJ's in the wall. JJ is gone. He is out qualified, and I think that's it. Turn 1, isn't it? I think it is. Snap has gone to second. Well, there, Snap and Matt are both in the 2-minute mark. Then Steve has gone faster in the I was going to say Williams there in the racing point. Beautiful done from Steve there. So he's done a 57.7 here. I wonder how long this rain is going to last. Well, we've lost JJ already in the session. Here comes Double as he's flying down to the end of the lap. Now Timmy is up in the 5th position now in the second McLaren. We've also got Woody out there as well. Woody's gone skating on into the car park or a runoff area in that turn 1 then, as he is he's going to have to do a 3-point turn here, or maybe a 2-point. He's trying to find reverse, and that has. I think that the reverse is gone, hasn't it? There we go. on the box of neutrals there, didn't he? But he's finally got going. What about his teammate, Double? Well, here comes Double as he's coming up to the line now then. And let's see what Double can do then, as you can see the line is quite a way down. It's a long old straight, isn't it? From turn 16 all the way up to turn 1 then. It is basically full throttle on his way. We got Brown, who's out on track. We got Penny, who's also on track as well. Penny, only his second appearance in a race in this year. So hopefully Penny can start to build, and let's go on board with Penny then in the Mercedes. Oh no, he's in the wall, he's in the wall there, and that's not good at all then for Penny, as we've also got Broke Gorilla, who's actually hello, this is Testicles. Broke Gorilla's better half, I would say, in the comments section there, is just saying hello, and I hope you're enjoying the stream here tonight then. Talking, let's quickly go through the Drivers and Constructors Championship, shall we? T Sammy is 2 for 2, he's gone faster still there, as he is now starting to find his feet. Penny has gone off on the runoff area there, and is just struggling at the moment there. Of course, he is trying to find his feet, and what a difficult time to find your feet on Azerbaijan on a wet track. It's probably one of the most difficult tracks really to find your feet there, isn't it? I think the rain is eased off the road. We're on the 4 wet tyres then. Of course, I love this start as well. I do love a good start, but I do. I think Penny's gone fastest in the first sector. So I've got to say that's a mighty effort there from Penny if he's been off the road a couple of times. But yeah, I like this start. Of course, you can do the wet tyres disperse 60 litres of water per second. So yellow flags in a 2 and 3 at the moment. As I think it's just seeing what's occurring. Oh, that's McLaren is swooping into the pits then. Let's go Fizzy out there as well. We're going to stay with Steve at the moment. As Steve's really wrestling the car, isn't he? As he's coming out of the castle section there. Look at that. Taking 3-4 bites of the cherry, isn't he, to get around the corners at the moment. This car's got damage to the front wing, which means he's going to have a lot of understeer then as he flies down the hill then. As he is now coming out to turn 15. This is where people go into the wall here. 50 there. Oh, I'm sorry, Penny there. Doing a cracking job of hitting the brakes absolutely splendidly well, isn't he, in the Mercedes then, as Matt has jumped up into 4th position. I think I've seen someone jump into 4th position, and now then Penny is going to be on the loud pedal now all the way up to turn 1 then. And here he comes then as he flies on. We've got a problem in the castle section. That's a Ferrari in the castle. It's Hogg! He's gone off the track there before he even got to the castle section, and that is a lot of wing damage there from Hogg then. Penny is just coming through to complete his lap now, as Hogg there is really he's well, do I do another Hogg joke? He is hogging up the track there, isn't he? Oh dear. As he's coming out of sector 3 then. Yo, flying 3. As Penny is back in the pits then, and I'm hoping that we have Lucas has joined the session. Of course, one of the elite drivers. He came 9th last night, didn't he? After Murphy took him out, as Murphy decided to visit the barrier, didn't he? And unfortunately, Lucas is in the wrong place at the wrong time. A big old smash that was, an almighty smash. We had safety cars galore last night, didn't we? Well, we had a safety car, and we had 5 virtual safety cards, as that's part of the upgrade, isn't it? So we had a lot of action last night. Fizzy there is just cruising there, and he is just as Matt. There was a second up there in the first sector. I just sitting there. I'm just taking a look to see outside of Brook Gorilla is on. I'm sure he's not on an outlap at all. Anyway, I'm just quickly. Let me just quickly go for the championship, shall we? I've got 6 minutes to get this sorted. So yeah, you bear with me, guys. Yeah, T Sammy is 3 for 3 at the moment. I got to say he's now not that bad kind of driver at the moment. Trying to break some records, isn't he? T Sammy is in the Toro Rosso, and got to say he's doing a cracking job. But it's a Toro Rosso 1-2 in the championship at the moment. And there's a yellow flag that's fitted out. Just get out of the way then of Broke Gorilla. Broke Gorilla's steam into the line then. I think the rain is really easing off, isn't it? I got to say, I reckon we're going to be on intermediate tyres in the not too distant future. We already are on intermediate tyres for some drivers. That's Snap who's thrown the inters on. This is where the track is going to really come into its own then. JJ unfortunately is the first one to go. We're still going to take a look at Snap now. He's 2 seconds out. That is going to put him in between Double and Sven as it surrounds him on board with the Renault driver. The other man to keeping the same seat as he did last season. Now clumping the curves, going for the castle section now, accelerates away then. Look at how much drier the track is becoming already. Anyway, but to the championship, so I'm trying to get through. Yeah, Roscoe in 2nd position mode. He's gone up 2 positions. Dave and Matt have dropped down 1 position in retro. have gone down one position, but on both on 36 points. Fizzy in 5th position. Steve moving, the big mover last time up, moving up into 6th position and stop there. I gotta say, merging with the wall there, so that was absolutely expertly done there. I thought his wheel was going to be ripped off there from the front of the car, but he just lost an end plate there. So, oh, snap there. Oh my goodness me, he's in the wall. As again there, I think he's just oh, and look at the understeer here, isn't it? Oh my god, he's in the wall again there, stuff. He's obviously not too fond of that front wing, is he? He's decided to get rid of it. He's not happy with that, and away he goes then. So Snap there on a bit of an adventurous lap here, but he's carrying on. So of course there with no front wing, he should be quicker down the straight line, and he's improved up into 6th position. Fantastic stuff there from Snap, beautiful. Hog there is on track at the moment. We've also got Dave, who's out on track as well. T Sammy, he'll be loving these conditions, won't he? Because he is the ringmaster, isn't he, in Super. Anyway, go back to the championship. We got Steve in 6th position, up 16 positions. Sprint 7th. Woody is 8th. Timmy is up to 9th position, and Double is up to 10th in the constructors. Toro Rosso got a massive lead at the moment. Up they go. Yellow flag is that's one of the Renaults there just in front of us there. Who's trying to come back to the pits, and T Sammy's just starting to start now. We've got 4 minutes to go in this session. Toro Rosso out in front by 58 points from Red Bull, 2nd. Ferrari in 3rd position. Alfa Romeo moving up to 4th, with Haas dropping down to 5th. Up 4 position, Racing Point from the bottom of the table right up to 6th. Fantastic stuff from Azdog and Steve, finally getting the Racing Point team off the mark last time out. Mercedes dropping down to 7th position. McLaren up into 8th position, with Williams and Renault rooted to the bottom in 9th and 10th then on 2 points then. That is the state of affairs then in the drivers and constructors for Super. On board then with T Salmon at the moment. He is the man. He is on top of the world at the moment there, and he has also got a purple sector 1. There's his teammate there, and I gotta say, I reckon we're going to have a dry track by the end of Q3. It is really, the sun is starting to blaze, isn't it now? Timmy is good. I was going to say T7 there. Timmy has gone fast. He's on a 57.2 there for the McLaren driver. Brilliant. Going through the castle section now at T-Time is, then he's navigating his way absolutely expertly as well. Lovely over the shoulder shot there. Look at how much the rain is just completely evaporated there, hasn't it? It's quite warm here in Azerbaijan. Of course, I think it's the City of Wind. Or was it the City of Fire? I'm not sure. I think it's the City of Fire, actually, isn't it? Oh dear, this is why I need to really T-Sammy there, brushing the wall as just really make sure I'm awake there, I think. Now into turn 16, and he's going to accelerate away then. Now that's it then. He is now a full throttle to the end of the lap then. We got Frank Mead saying, hi guys and girls. Unfortunately, we'll not be be missing the live stream, but we'll catch up later due to a birthday meal. Have a great race, everyone. P.S. Go Physico. Of course, that's the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? You can go back and re-watch this race anytime you want. And I'm going to say that I'm going to put a house on this. Well, I'm not really a betting man, and as you've said, if anyone's seen from the fantasy scores, or even predicted about the weather, I really shouldn't be a betting man, but I would bet my house on this. This is going to be an absolute cracker of a race, isn't it? T Sammy has gone fast. Roscoe is just starting us out. We got Brown, who is flying up to the line in the Williams. Now look at this, now just a sprinkle of rain. This track is getting drier and drier by the minute then. Here comes Brown then, and he goes up into 10th position at the moment. We're aiming to lose the 3 slowest cars in this session. Dave is on track now. Look at that, my goodness me, I thought he was going I thought he was stepping inside into the wall there. Not the case at all then. Dave is coming out to the line then. We've got less than 2 minutes to go then. This is it. It's all or nothing. It's a longer lap, isn't it? We're almost touching 2 minutes, haven't we? Dave goes second fastest in the Ferrari. Fantastic stuff indeed. Roscoe is on track at the moment, and Roscoe will have 2 attempts. Oh no! Broker is spun. No, sorry, it's Petty. Petty is spun in the Mercedes here, and Stafford retired from the session. Penny is in all worlds of trouble. Broker, I think it's out of the session. Well, he's coming out now. Oh, that's going to be nip and tuck, isn't it? Penny doing a 3-point turn there in the Mercedes. He's still on the wet tires there. Penny is, so that's not a good sign at all, is it? From Penny there. I think the intermediate tires is the way to go. So that might be, unfortunately, we might be seeing Penny go, and we might be seeing Broke Gorilla go as well. JJ might be able to scrape through here, albeit he hasn't been in the session now for almost 10-15 odd minutes. Here comes Roscoe. Oh, Roscoe there, really throwing caution to the wind, and just basically going square on into the barrage. We're going to do that. Oh, and Roscoe is is... Oh, no. Roscoe could be out of qualifying. He's gone straight on. The Scotsman has... This is not good at all there for the Toro Rosso team. And that's a big shame. Steve is through. I think Steve might get through here. Broke Gorilla, I think it's not... He's got half a minute to get through. Fizzy has left the session. That's not good at all then. PEB there is not really keen on going out at all then. So I reckon that, as we're seeing Roscoe there, try to get back on track then. But I think... Don't quote me on this, but I think that Steve Fenton might get through. Woody's gone fast on. That's just showing Woody really on there at the moment. The track is really improving very well. But of course, I think Woody also taming the conditions beautifully well out there, isn't it? Yellow flag in a 1. There's a Broke Gorilla there in the wall as he's got 7 seconds. Broke Gorilla is out of qualifying. PB is out of qualifying, and so is Roscoe. Wow, this is a turn up for the books here in the first qualifying session of Azerbaijan. Who would have thought that? That is an incredible start here in Baku. It's been very difficult so far, hasn't it, for drivers? There goes Broke Gorilla then. I think, unless my timer's out, which possibly might be, but according to this, Broke Gorilla, I think is finished there. Just got the Alfa Romeo in front of us there, and here comes Broke Gorilla now as he is well, he's got no time then. I don't think so. I think we're finished, haven't we? Possibly. I don't know, to be honest. So, as we're watching the man who is actually fastest in a qualifying session, I think this is the first time Woody has actually been fastest in a qualifying session. So, fantastic stuff from Woody. I'm just trying to work out if Broke Gorilla is... Well, it says no time up there, so I'm not sure if Broke Gorilla is qualifying or not. Here comes Hogg, and you can see he's wrestling through the castle section there as well. Look at that, taking several bites of the cherry, isn't he? So he's trying to come through turn 9 now. Now this is a very frightening part of the track, isn't it? Dry or wet? My goodness me, then this is where you're going to really need to just hope for the best of the car. Stick Hogg there, lovely. That is absolutely beautiful bit of car control there from Hogg, as he is now coming up to the finish line. Now Penny is still on track at the moment. Penny there is very much. I think he's going to improve his time there. Penny isn't. He is in the... Well, he might actually improve his time. And he's coming to the line now. We've got T. Sammy going fastest on the Alfa Romeo on the Toro Rosso. Penny jumps up in... Well, he stays 13th, but he's improved his time incredibly well. He's really getting in there. And he's in Q2, remember. Well done to Penny. So, I think, and as we're now coming up in Hogg, is coming to the line. And he jumps up into 6th position. And both Ferraris doing a cracking job there in that opening qualifying exchange then. Brown, I think that was... Who was that jumped up? I think it was... I'm not sure who it was, actually. But Brown's up to 9th position. Timmy in 10th position. And I think that's the end of qualifying 1. Or is it? Let's see as Woody comes into the pits as well. And as you can see, it's a very narrow pit lane now, isn't it? And he is just slowing down then to... I think it's 60 kilometers an hour, isn't it? Or something like that. So T. Sammy then, well, I think I counted my chickens before they hatched there, didn't I? T. Sammy was on provisionally fastest here, but T. Sammy has taken it at the death, and he is now up into a magnificent first position. And so well done to T. Sammy in the Toro Rosso at the moment. He is going for 4 wins in a row. T. Sammy, he has been absolutely dominant, hasn't he, so far in this incredible open exchange in Super. Just watching Broke Gorilla, who is just going round and round at the moment as he is out qualifying. Yeah, T. Sammy then has done 3 wins so far. So he's only had one pole position. T. Sammy has, and he has another fast lap. The fast lap has been it's been all over the show, hasn't it? Matt's had a fast lap, Harry's had a fast lap, and so has Roscoe as well. Unfortunately, Roscoe will not get fastest up. Will not be fastest in this qualifying session now, as he is out of the session, and unfortunately he's going to have to sit. He's going to have to watch from the sidelines. Look at that then, this is incredible, isn't it? 18 seconds separates fastest to the slowest car at the moment, because of the weather conditions, just absolutely all over the show, wasn't it? Of course, Steve, remember, Penny was on wet tyres, which is why he's 18 seconds deficit, so we expect that to come down dramatically when he throws on the set of intermediate tyres. Unfortunately, we have lost Roscoe. That's a huge surprise, isn't it? Manu's second in the championship at the moment. Only a point in front of Martin Dave, who is third and fourth. That is absolutely incredible, isn't it, to lose Roscoe. We've also lost Broke Gorilla, PB, and we lost JJ earlier on in the session as well. So that's 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. JJ, unfortunately, is not in will not be in qualifying 2 because of you need to get back to the pits under your own steam, and that's unfortunately not what JJ did then. So we're going into Q2, and once that happens, let me see what I can do with this trap map. Hang on a second, as you would just watch me struggle. Yeah, there we go. We want 4 trap map. My goodness. Oh, Well, the full track map at the moment, does it? Oh, there it is. Oh, cracking stuff. Yep. Look at that. You can see that I've got a. I'm a master of the arts, and out comes Double, and let's see if he can master the track. Then as he's coming out of the pit lane now, and going into turn 2. And you can see there's still a bit of wet out there, isn't there? My goodness me, there's a lot of spray still, isn't it? Double's the first man to go on track then. And you can see then, we've got the track map on the right-hand side. I've got to say, I'm quite impressed by little things in life. So I really love the track map. And it's a really nice addition. I love it because you can see how elongated the track is, isn't it? It's very and you can see that straight there, isn't there? From from down the right, right from the bottom of the track, right up to turn 1. It's you can see it's a bit windy, isn't it? Of course, for guys who've never seen the track layout before, that's incredible, isn't it? It's a very unique circuit, isn't it? As you said in the pre-show, it was debuted back in 2016, wasn't it? And yeah, and of course, I think we've had some cracking races over the years, wasn't it? I think 2017 was an absolutely brilliant of a race, wasn't it? Really enjoyed that race. I think it might be one of my favorite, my favorite Azerbaijan Grand Prix, possibly. I gotta say, 2018 they left it late, didn't they? That was an interesting one as well, wasn't it? On board there with Double at the moment, then as he is just on track at the moment. You can see it's just a sprinkling of rain. Then, so the more the cars go around, the best way to dry a track is to have Formula 1 cars out there because they lift the water back up into the air where it came from, and of course these intermediate tires can disperse 25 litres of water, as apparently Pro Crofty's note said. So that might not be right at all, but it's an interesting fact nonetheless. You've got a yellow flag in the castle section because that's a Mercedes of Penny there who's in the wall. So Penny there just visits in the wall there, just I think he might be just checking out the sturdiness of his Mercedes there. Hopefully he hasn't damaged the car. Let's just well, we've got a wrong shot of this, haven't we? So you can't really see what's going on there. I've got to say I love that over the show shot. I think the Mercedes is all in one piece. It is in one piece. Cracking stuff then from Penny then. So Double is going to start that then in the Haas as he drops down and into turn 1. There are 2 DRS zones around here, of course, on the start finish straight, and also in between turn 2 and 3 then. Brooke Grilla saying I hate the wet, lol. I gotta say I don't think, but I gotta say around here I was completely. We've got a yellow flag on the start on the road. We got a Renault there who's also right. I think that's Snap there just getting himself warmed up. Yeah, I gotta say, I didn't expect rain to be at all on the cards here in Azerbaijan, and it's really thrown a spanner in the works here in qualifying, hasn't it? Double there accelerating away. Double's had a cracking season, hasn't he, so far? Very consistent again. Of course, he won Mr. Consistent, didn't he? Back in season 5, I think it was. So, well, the end of season 5 then, so Double there really showing his consistency early on, isn't he? And Haas team are both Haas drivers doing a really good job. I've got to say that's a strong pairing for the Haas team. They're point collectors, aren't they? And that's exactly what a team like Williams would love to have these guys, would they? But yeah, them two are really points collectors, aren't they? Solid, if not spectacular, but sometimes in Formula 1 that is exactly what you need, isn't it? I got to say I wish I was solid, but I'm not solid or spectacular. Well, I might be spectacularly in the wall perhaps, but not spectacular in terms of the lap times. Here comes Double then as he is coming down then into turn 50. Then of course this corner is infamous for the Hamilton and Vettel escapades back in 2017. Now coming to turn 16 now. You can see he's got a bit of harvesting going on there. He accelerates out of turn 16 and away he goes then. This is it then. So it's going to be full throttle going down then the back straight. Look at this, and there's hardly any water coming out of the sky now. And look at Double there. Wow, that is an incredible car control, isn't it? Fantastic stuff from Double there. I've got to say I almost fell off the edge of my seat there because I thought Double was going to the wall. That is absolutely, I think Double was as cool as a cucumber there. Let's come to the line now. He's in the 54s at the moment. He is in the 54s. Double is fast at the moment. I think, is that a Ferrari in the background? Don't think it is it? No, it's Timmy, so it wasn't a Ferrari, it was an orange car. He's done a 54-0 there. Timmy has 6 seconds, a second in front of Double. Lucas has said good evening. They're showing good evening, Lucas. Hope you're well tonight. I hope you're enjoying the action that these guys do. Look at this, the track is almost bone dry. We've got some soft tyres on the track. We've got some soft tyres going on the cars. Oh, Fizzy's in the wall. And I've got to say, that's a lovely bit of advertisement for Shao, but unfortunately that's not good for Fizzy at the moment in his front wing. We have got a bit of dry tyres there being thrown on then. We've got 10 minutes to go then, so this weather then is clearing then, and I think that is exactly what these drivers want then. This track is difficult. Oh my goodness me, it's difficult in the dry, let alone in the wet. So I think I'll be able to. Penny's done a 59 there, 9 at the moment. Then, so Penny's now starting to find his feet as well in the Mercedes, isn't he? Ross Fizzy, he goes second fast road. So 3 times a second off Timmy at the moment in the Alfa Romeo. Remember, I think Fizzy, I gotta say, could be a very dark horse for this this season, can he? And I think that he does have the pedigree to get into the top 3 of the drivers' championship. Steve's got purple in the first sector. Remember, purple means that you're the quickest overall. Green means you're just you're personal best, and red means you're down. So obviously no one wants red, do they? They all want purple. Well, they would all like purple, wouldn't they, really? But green's also good as well. So just waiting to see when the first dry runner comes out on track at the moment. Here comes Steve coming through the castle section as well. Remember, we had a bigger club there in the Elite League last night, didn't we? If that happens here tonight, I gotta say, there's no ghosted on. Of course, ghosting means that you, of course, which basically you just kind of go through people if go through people and things like that. But tonight, if that happens, we might have a log jam. Similar to Monaco in 2000. And Steve is also at the wall as well. I can't say that is becoming the wall of champions here, isn't it, tonight? As we've seen almost every driver in the wall so far at turn 15. Steve now coming up then to the line. Then he's got an almighty understeer now. We're on board there with Steve. And look at this. Oh my goodness me. And I gotta say, that track is dry, isn't it? I think it's as dry as a whistle. I'm thinking that perhaps the dry tires will be on almost. We have a dry tire. Sven is our track, so is Snap as well. So the I gotta say that as Steve goes over to first position, not surprised that Sven there. He's got a lot of knowledge of grip, hasn't he, Sven? So I'm not surprised he's Sven out there as well. Snap there also on the hard tire as well. So we'll keep. Sven there almost kissing the wall there. Yeah, getting very close to the wall then, as he's now coming to complete the first sector there. We've got purple going on for Sven then, flying through then to complete the first sector then. And now coming up to turn 6 then. I've got to say, it's this track there is very much. It's an incredible place to have a Formula 1 race, isn't it, here at Azerbaijan. It really is. Hogg is retired from the session. And that's down the back straight, isn't it? It is down the back straight. Also, I wonder why Hogg's retired, unless he has a qualifying ban, which possibly might be the case. I gotta say, I really I'll need to read up on the parish notices, really, don't I? Anyway, Sven now coming down into turn 16 then. Sven ain't gonna be too worried by Hogg retired, because he is more interested about getting into Q3, and that is making his life almighty a lot easier. As he clipping he's in the wall. That's up in the wing as well. So again, then the plate coming off the back off the car of Sven. Then I gotta say, these wings are going to take it absolutely barring. Good job. There's an unlimited amount of wings. I think there is anyway. Sven there is the first man to go sub 50. Well, that's more than sub 50. That's a sub 45. Beautiful stuff there from Sven there, right up in the thick of the action. Here comes Sven. Where is he? There is the yellow rocket. He's flying up to the start finish straight now, and I think he's got no end plates at all there. Snap set a new trend on Formula 1 cars around no end plates, and he is coming into the pits then. Snap is. Of course, that's when we seen that Nosey take an almighty shot there yesterday. But I think just after getting the fast lap. So unfortunately for Nosey, then we got a DNF in my stats book. So sorry about that, Nosey. Of course, the former champion of Super in season 5. Way back when, it was only 2 seasons ago. And Brown there, I gotta say, Brown's helmet in the off-board there looked a bit like a Mikasalo helmet there. It did, didn't it? Well, I gotta say, I do love some old classical helmets there, don't they? And Brown there, he's coming through navigating through the chicane. Look at that clump of the curb setting it going over there. And I gotta say, everyone needs to come on to the dry tires now, because we got a bit of sunshine as well, bursting through the clouds here tonight. Go through the clouds before going into the castle section as well. Look how narrow it is through the castle section, accelerating out there as well. This is a bit of it's an incredible drive, isn't it, from Brown here? I gotta say, big props actually. I think it was mentioned in the drivers chat after the drivers room after the race. I gotta say, big props there to Hogg and Brown, really doing a very good job of the season, and they've really stepped. That's why I've they're great drivers. That's all I should say. I shouldn't elaborate on anything else, should I? Going to almost into the Tech Pro bar there, but yeah, Brown and Hogg have done a really good job this season. I feel they've really stepped up their game, haven't they? Brown there, almost in the wall there. I gotta say, I was clenching. Sven has gone faster still on a 42.6 there from the Sauber driver, and he's coming to the line now. Then let's see what Brown can do. Brown, I think, is going to beat him. He's got a lot, and he goes fastest, I should say. It's not pole position yet, Sean. You need to calm yourself. Here comes Sven then. No, here comes T Sammy then as he's coming to the line then. On board T Sammy. This man has been unstoppable so far. He's on the hard compound tire as well. He is throwing. He wants to start on the hard tires because that gives him an incredible window. But remember, those hard tires are going to be very difficult to heat up, especially as this track is only a third of this track is bathed in sunshine. The rest of it is actually in shade, of course, because we're in the city of Baku, and we right in the middle of the city of Baku. As Dog is in the pits moment, so we've got Matt on track, and we've also got Snap out there as well. So I think Timmy's on the lap, actually. We're going to stay with Timmy. Oh, lovely purple helmet there from Timmy. As he accelerates out of the castle section as well. Got a yellow flag, actually. I think that there's something's gone wrong. It's Penny. Penny is off the track. There, where is he? We does an Alpha Romeo. Where's Penny? There he is. And he is just getting out of the way there. So Penny there is just, I think, being very gentlemanly there. So well done to Penny. Very good stuff indeed then. To be honest, I haven't got an excuse anymore because of this trap map. I got to... I got to keep an eye on the trap map, don't I? As you can see, as you can tell, I'm so proud of this trap map. I just keep going, going to be racing the fall for the race, aren't I? No, you don't want to hear about the trap map. You want to hear about what's going on in qualifying. We've got 3.25 minutes to go. Yellow flag right in front of us here. I think it's just the guys come. I think they're slowing down to come in the pits, and that's where we're getting a lot of yellow flags. Timmy goes second fast well on the medium compound tire. So good stuff there from Timmy at the moment. Where's Double? Double's just starting this lap, so we're keeping an eye on what Double does. We've got Fizzy, who's also starting this lap as well. T Sammy is 6/10 of a second up. He has found a lot of time, and Brown there, I think, is coming in the pit. So let's keep an eye on T Sammy. He is 3 for 3 at the moment. I hope I'm sportive for everyone and saying it's 4-4. But to be honest, I think that we probably would like a different winner, of course. There's no disrespect to T Sammy because he's done an absolutely incredible job coming to Super Racing. He's just fitted in like a glove, hasn't he? And he's now coming to the line. He is coming into the pits there as he's not activated his DRS there. It's flying into the pits there as well. Fizzy there is just on the his outlap at the moment. We got Penny on the track as well, so let's keep it on. Double Car 97 on board with the Jack and Jones Haas and the castle section now as well. Snap is also on track as well, so Snap is just behind Double at the moment. So Double, I think, is the closest man to the line, so we're keeping on Double. We've only got 2.5 minutes to go. If you want to get out, you need to start to think about getting out now. Matt is in the pits at the moment, so I think Matt might need to think about getting out. Dave is on track. So now this is oh my goodness me! Once again, Double is doing his best impression of for Sebastian Loeb there. Isn't it incredible bit of car control? He's 11 seconds up. Double is. Did I read that right? Well, I think I did because he's on the dry compound tires. There is a McLaren in the background as well. I think it's the sole McLaren of Timmy then. Now coming to the line then is Double. Let's see what he can do then. Here he goes then. See, look at him. He's on the floor. He's maxing out at 209 miles an hour. 10. He's at 210. That's incredibly fast. He goes second fastest in the Haas. Fantastic stuff. Here comes Snap then. He comes up to the line as well. Look at this. It's incredible how fast these cars go. Look at that. 210 miles an hour. Snap's on 11-12. Yellow flags in the front of us there. As I think that it was when the Alfa Romeos are getting off track there. Penny now goes up into 8th position then in the Mercedes. Steve's on a lap at the moment. We've got Woody on track as well. We've also got yellow flag in the sector 1 as it's one of the McLarens, I think, the orange dot there of one of the McLarens is going. So Knowlesy, season 5 champion, said DNF but 5 points short. It is, but unfortunately the stats say that you had a DNF, so I do love a good stat. As now here comes Dave coming out of the castle section as well. I suppose in the real world of Formula 1 though, I think that if you finish the last 3-4 laps, then technically that ain't a DNF, is it? But I suppose if you did cross the line, then you technically did get a DNF. David coming out of turn 15 then. Now into turn 16. T Sammy has retired from the session. Oh my goodness me. That is not good at all. Where is he? I think he's in the first corner, isn't he? He is. That is not good at all. T Sammy is really on the edge there. We've still got a lot of drives to go on the dry tyres. T Sammy is going to be on the edge, I think. Here comes Dave and car 25 then powering up to the line in the Ferrari. Let's see what he can do then. And Dave goes fastest. He's gone purple, triple purple. Matt is on an up note. Steve is on track. Then we got Penny as well. I think that might have been a huge mistake there from T Sammy. Of course, the man who's gone 3 for 3 at the moment. there. He is under almighty pressure. Yellow flag in one. I think it's Dave just getting out of the way. Here comes Fizzy, who is in front of T-Sammy. If he loses 2 more positions, he is out qualified. And that is a huge, that's absolutely huge. How Fizzy's dropped and moved up to 5th position. Snap there is coming to the lines out, but he's in the pits. And Penny is also coming to the line. He's ran out of earth, hasn't he? He is maxed out then. And I think he was going to go in the pits. I think that wasn't it Lucas to try to go in the pits last year in the league there, and changed his mind at the last minute, which I got to say was very frightening for me. I think it was quite scary for Lucas as well, wasn't it? Steve coming to the line now. Lovely side pod shot. Here he goes fast as well. Steve, I gotta say, in China was absolutely incredible, wasn't he? I gotta say, as purple in a sector 2 there for Azdog. Serrates out there now. Getting very close to the barrier there, Azdog is. And he is now coming up to the line then. Yellow flag in at 3 and 1 then. There's yellow flags flown over. There's a Ferrari who's parked in the it looks like he's parked actually. Oh no, he's away now. Oh, that car's parked. That's an Alfa Romeo park. Anyway, here comes Azdog coming to the line then. T-Sammy, if he loses another position, he's out qualified. He's out qualifying. The man who's won 3 races this season is out of qualifying. That is a huge blow. Remember, qualifying's not his strongest suit, but my goodness me, he is out qualified. That is incredible stuff. Matt goes into 9th faster than Matt does. My goodness me, that was very close for Matt then. Penny, I think, has finished, has he? I think he has, but because I got checker flags on my screen at the moment of Romeo also cruising as Fizzy and Dave. I think they're practicing their formation laps as they're cruising back to the pits. I think that Penny is finished, but we'll go on board Penny anyway. Fizzy hasn't finished actually. Fizzy is on a lap. Oh, he's 30 seconds down. So let's take a look, see what Penny's doing. He is coming up to the line now. Then very close to the barrier now. As let's see what he can do. Then we're on board with the Mercedes driver as he's run out of verse, hasn't he? Yellow flags once again. Flying in the castle section there. Penny, what is he going to do? Can Penny jump up? No, he stays 30th in the end. Penny does, and he is 13th position then. So we're just watching the Friday just come back to the pits then. So we have lost Snap, who's out of qualifying. He will start 11th. He will start 11th tomorrow. Later on. 12th position is T-Sammy. He's on the medium tyres, but unfortunately he is out of qualifying. That's a huge blow. Penny in 13th position, and we've also got Hogg in 14th. Who didn't have a go on the on the dry tyres, did he? There, so that was incredible. That was incredible from Hogg there. I'm not sure what happened with Hogg. If he just if he just had a problem there or something. But that's a shame there for Hogg, isn't it? Maybe he had a qualifying ban, perhaps. I don't know. I'm all over the show. Harry saying that was a close one for Matt. It really was, wasn't it? We was expecting Matt to be near the Steeds and Azdogs of this world, but and Dave's of this world, but he wasn't. He was down in 9th position there, Matt was. But he is through. That is the most important thing, as Dave there is just making sure the Ferrari engine is ready and ready to go for Q3 as he's maxing out his revs then. So Dave is through then into Q3. As we are now getting ready. This is going to be very interesting. Now we've got a complete dry qualifying session, haven't we? This is what you all want to see, isn't it? You want to see the battle for pole position here in Azerbaijan. But listen to the guys that have been knocked out of Q2. We've lost Hogg, who didn't get a time in, did we? We've lost Penny as well. We lost T-Sammy, and we've lost Snap as well. That's an incredible array of talent gone by the wayside in Q2. So in Q3, these are the contenders for pole position and for season 7, round 4. Sven, Matt, Woody, Fizzy, Timmy, Double, Brown, Dave, Azdog, and Steve. You could pick those names out of a hat, couldn't you? That's how close this is going to be. And I got to say, very tasty. Look, Azdog and Steve there, both racing points. I didn't even mention that at the top of the tree. 500 of a second separates the two drivers there. Nip and tuck, isn't it? As we now go into the qualifying to Q3, and God say, who's going to get pole position? This is going to be an absolute close run thing, isn't it? And I got to say, this is anyone's ball game, isn't it? It's now we're getting ready for qualifying through then. And we got 12 minutes now to decide on who is going to be on pole position. as it stands this season, we've had a pole position for Matt, we've had a pole position for T Sammy, and we've had a pole position for Steve as well. Steve in China was incredible, wasn't he? So can Steve get 2? Can Steve get a second? Can Matt get a second? Or is there going to be another 8 drivers that wants to get on pole position? I feel they want, but obviously they want to, but can they is the question, isn't it? Fizzy coming out on track at the moment, just following his teammate then, as all the drivers are piling out then, and Double once again then is out on track. He's very keen tonight, isn't he? Double is in the Haas, and look at that, we've got a lovely bit of sunshine there. It's an absolutely cracking afternoon here in Baku, and I gotta say, this is the stage is set for this final qualifying session, and we've got 11 minutes, and we need all of these 11 minutes, don't we, because it's such a long track. I think it's the second longest track on the F1 calendar, isn't it? So you need all these 11 minutes. This is why the qual for Q3 session was actually extended to 12 minutes, wasn't it? Because I think 10 minutes back in the day, it just wasn't long enough, was it, to get around tracks like Spa and here. But I think that this is absolutely beautifully set up, isn't it? This is what we want to do. We can cut the tension with a knife, can't we? And really interesting as well. So I hope you'll join us during this coverage today of IRC Super League. This is very much who is going to get pole position for Baku. It's as I said before, it's anyone's ball game, isn't it? And now then there's Double then dropping down the hill and coming into turn 69. Look at that! It's absolutely night and day, isn't it? We've had 4 seasons around Baku and we've only just done qualifying. So in this hour then, we've had some heavy rain, we had some light rain. Double there. Did he go on the wall there, or was that just a bit of the correlation there? Possibly. He comes up to the line now, and Double's about to start his lap then. On board with Double. Let's go on board with Double, shall we? And he's DRS right on the money then in the Haas 97. And now, as you can see then, going over the grid hatches down to start his lap then. Look at this, and dropping down then into third gear then. Oh, and you can see they're taking a very tight entry there into turn 1 then. Going into turn 2, that's a Ferrari in the foreground there. I think that's Dave. It is Dave. Second DRS, so now Double right on the money there, as he is now coming down the back straight once again, and you can see he's got the earth turned right up, hasn't he? And now he's flying into turn 3 then, and of course this track, this corner can be very difficult indeed, can it? And now then coming into turn 4 then, so we now approach the old town part of the circuit, isn't it? Look at this then, it's like a tunnel effect, isn't it, around here? There's buildings left and right then. Now into turn 6 and 7, and accelerates away. This is a bit of a weird part of the track, isn't it? It's like Scale Electric, isn't it? Is they're both basically exactly side by side, isn't it? That's a really weird feeling, isn't it? Now coming to the castle section as well, of course. Turn 8, the castle section, of course, that was famously where Leclerc was like, I am stupid, which is a shame, really, isn't it? Because I think that it's just the perils and the pressure of Formula 1, isn't it? We potentially might have that kind of thing happening later on in this qualifying session. Well, we hope not. We want all of them to be out there battling away. Turn 15 then. Turn 15, of course, it's downhill. It's off camera. It's a horrible corner to get right, isn't it? Turn 16, you need to launch off that corner. You do indeed. Now you're on the full throttle right up until the line then. So Double's not going to lift at all then. Here he goes and he's coming to the line now as well then. Look at this, 8th gear. He's maxing 8th gear. He's hit 200 miles an hour, and we're just waiting for the line then. We're just waiting for the line. DRS enabled as well. This is max power for the Haas, and he goes into a 1:42.119 there for Double. Cracking 17. Sven does a 40.6. Sven is looking very strong tonight, isn't he? Cracking stuff there from Sven now. Really, I gotta say, street tracks. Steve, though, is looking even stronger. He's trying to get his second pole position this season, isn't he? Steve is at the moment. And I gotta say, who's gonna bet against it? Brown goes for fastest. Yellow flag as I think it's just guys get out of the way now. Timmy goes second fastest. Of course, Timmy's had a pole position to his name already. Fizzy goes into third position, and he is on the same row as his teammates Sven there. The Alfa Romeos are looking very strong at the moment, aren't they? As Fizzy there coming out of turn 5. Double there is turn 5. I don't know where I am. Dave was starting this up now. Matt is coming to the line then, and here he goes then. So we're on board then with the Red Bull driver. Let's see what he's doing. And you can see, look at this, Matt is not in top earth, is he? He is I think he's trying to save it for the final burst of line, and Matt goes 5th fastest. And of course Matt was dubbed the King of Baku, wasn't he, when he won this race a couple of seasons ago. And at the moment though, he's in 5th position at the moment. And Nosey just put, Sean, I am stupid. Oh, don't worry, Nosey, I don't think you are at all. As we're coming down then into now we're just watching Dave as well, then coming out the look at that incredibly great navigation there of the on the chicane then. And now then coming into the castle section as well, just the yellow flags are fluttering in the final sector there as they drop down the down the hill there. And look, that says coming from the look at that. That was incredible position there from Dave, wasn't it? I gotta say, that is inch perfect, isn't it? That was incredible. That was, I think Dave will be very happy with that. He nailed that part of the track, didn't he? Beautifully well indeed. Then now look at this, he's dropping down the hill there. I gotta say, this part of the track scares me half to death, doesn't it? I gotta say, I think actually this track actually produced my best finish in IRC. Only because everyone else retired. So I think I got 7th in the end. Very happy with that. As unfortunately I buckled under the pressure when Matt was chasing me down way back when, all those years and years ago. As now we're on board then with Dave, and we're aiming for DRS. We've got DRS now then, and he is coming into the line, and let's see what he can do. Dave goes second fast at the moment. He is 2 tenths of a second away from Steve. I gotta say, around here, that's around a track like Austria, that is not in Dave, but around here it's so close, isn't it? Because of the track length as well. It's as I keep saying, it's a logo trackness. It's so difficult to nail your braking points, to nail your acceleration zones, to make sure you don't get any wheel spins. It's absolutely incredible stuff. Here comes Alsdog flying through the fast kink of the final sector. All he's got to do now, he's got the full throttle. He is now waiting for it. Look at this, he's out of deployment now. Is this going to hurt him? He is going for third fast at the moment. I was waiting for Asdog to be pole position there, but he is just he's 2 tenths second off and third at the moment. So both racing points are looking very handy around here. So here comes Woody. At the moment his teammate is the 9th position mode. Can Woody match his teammate, or even better his teammate? We'll find out as well. Knowles is saying, at least I know how to start a session. Yeah, let's just say I struggled to start a session the other day. A multiplayer session. Don't leave me in charge. We're on board with Woody then, as he's coming through the castle section now then, and you can see then look at that, look at the sun right in your eyes there. Very difficult indeed. I remember, I think I asked Dave this question in Australia, I think it was, in the Elite League, about how does the sun affect you, and or does it like distract you or anything like that. And Dave did say no. I gotta say, it just shows the caliber of the drivers, doesn't it, really, not to be distracted by the sun. Because I get distracted by quite a lot of things, really. So, yeah, it's incredible how the drivers just keep focused, don't they? When the sun glares right in your eyes there. I gotta say, you got to do 26 laps around here as well. So you got to be inch perfect all the time now. Not getting distracted is probably the name of the game, isn't it, around here? 4 minutes to go then. So these guys have got to get motoring, haven't they? I'm not sure. Woody's kind of at the wrong place, kind of out of kilter here, isn't it? He goes up into 9th position mode, so both Haas's are 9th and 10th as it stands at the moment. Yeah, both Haas's are slightly out of kilter at the moment. Yellow flag in 3. I think it is for the Red Bull driver. Sorry, for the on the season going now. It is for the Ferrari driver Dave, who has just come out of the pits. He's second at the moment, as Asdog is also coming back to the pits as well. Then, so we've got 3 minutes to go then, and we're just having a bit of a lull in the session. So we're just waiting to see who's going to do what then. Of course, when you in Q3, you do get an extra new set of boots, don't you? A new set of soft compound tyres then to encourage people to go back out the pits, don't it, really? So Sven there is on track at the moment. So here he is, and Sven is starting to start. Was Woody gone? Woody's 4 tenths of a second up there in his first sector. Let's go on board with the Haas driver. So he's going for another run here. He's going for 2 runs in a row then, Woody is, as he flies then up through the castle section. Of course, that sun I thought would be really really distracting. It really isn't, though, is it, for the driver flying then through, taking a lot of the curb, isn't he? And now as he drops down the hill, then the Haas driver does then, as we're on board there with car 22 then. Look at that, almost touching the wall then. I gotta say, street circuits there is a fine art, isn't it? You either love them or you hate them, don't you? It's a bit like Marmite. And look at how much track Woody's taking on. That's fantastic, isn't it? How he's almost up against the wall. That's what you got to do. That's the art of street racing, isn't it? It's bravery, isn't it? Bravery of the absolute highest skill, isn't it? And I've got to say, all these drivers here tonight have taken. It's going to be a test of bravery, isn't it? Here comes Woody. He's coming to the line now. He was purple in the first sector. He goes into 6th fastest. Woody be, I think, a bit happier at that time. Sven there is a 10th of a second down in the second sector, jumping over the curb there. Is that invalidated his time? I don't think it has, because the track should go all red if you've invalidated your time. So I think Sven is still okay with his 9 tenths of a second down. So I think that this might have to be We'll have to be put to one side and try again, have another go there for Sven. So we've rejoined Timmy in the McLaren, and now he's coming to the line as well. Look how, I've got to say, it's incredible how close I get to the bars there. I keep wincing, don't I? I keep wincing as they go so close. So now here comes Timmy then. So all he's got to do now is just kind of will the McLaren onto the line then. Let's see how much will he's got then. He is going to be second fastest. Look how close that is. About 200 of a second. Timmy's gone far. He's got a surreal car, hasn't he? He's gone purple like his helmet there. Incredible stuff there from Timmy, and really good stuff at the front. He's going for another lap here, Timmy is. So he thinks there's more in the tank here from the McLaren. 1 minute to go then. So we're going to find out who's going on pole position then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix then. I think this is, of course, it used to be the European Grand Prix when they first debuted this track, which is interesting. Sven there is in the first sector and just navigating, whereas Woody there is kind of, I'm wondering if has Woody got enough fuel there to go around again. I'm not sure if he has, because that is a lot of this fuel light was flashing, wasn't it? Everyone is on track apart from Brown then. So Brown is going to be 7th fastest, and that is the max he's going to start then here tonight then, which again Brown really showing some incredible pedigree, isn't he? This season, really, he's been in the top 3. He's been in the top 3 on merit this season, and that is incredible, isn't it? So well done to Brown. I got to say big props there to the Williams driver. Sven then is coming in. He's 2/10 of second up. Sven is in the second sector, accelerating away then, and he according to the track map, he hasn't done much anything special, but in terms of the time he has, he's 2/10 of second up, which is what you need. Wow, he flies through the final couple of corners. Then I always get these final corners confused. We've got 20 turns around here, and there's 4 turns between turn 16 and until the finish line. Now here comes Sven then. Where's he going to put him? Puts him into 6th fast. He's on the same row as his teammate. That's the checkered flag. Sven, Woody and Brown have all finished. Matt is 3/10 of second up there, but doubles on track as well. You're on board Steve then. Timmy, I think it's done. He's done. He's in second position. Timmy is, and Dave there is slow it down there. That's not good for the Ferrari drivers. Azdog is on track. He's 500 of a second up at the moment, and Sven is also out there as well. So I think then we got yellow flags out. I think that Dave might be done. Unfortunately, that is not good. That's a shame now for Dave. We'd like to see him have another go. He's currently 3rd fastest, and I reckon there's a 10th or 2 in that to Ferrari for him to have possibly got second or maybe even pole position. Here comes Matt then. Yellow flags in too. I think it's a Ferrari there cruising. It is Dave, I think, in the Ferrari. As now here comes Matt then. He's powering out of turn 16. He flies to the line then. You can see then. Look at him just weaving in and out of the curbs and weaving in and out of the turns then. And now here he goes then. You can see, and Steve has gone faster still. Steve has gone faster still. That's purple. Incredible stuff. Here comes Matt. He's a second up then. Where's Matt going to throw himself? He throws himself right back in contention with 4th fastest on the on his day there. David then is it's a Force India. No, it's a racing point 1-2 here in Baku. Incredible. Here comes Sven then. Sven is Sven's fuel lights flashing. His ERS is flashing. He's 3 seconds down. Sven is. I don't think this is going to be a groundbreaking lap for Sven. Unfortunately, it's a Force India 1-2. Incredible stuff here in Baku. And I gotta say, the Silverstone outfit is going to be absolutely delighted there. I'm personally delighted for Azdog. Absolutely incredible achievement today. Well done to Azdog, and of course also big props to Steve as well, who is on pole position for the 2nd time in his in this season. Then as Dave is just cruising back to the pits, and unfortunately we didn't see Dave's second effort there really, so we were robbed of what potentially Dave could have slotted that Ferrari in between the 2 racing points. But a 1-2 there, that's unusual, isn't it, in league racing? Especially for how competitive it is. But fair play to Azdog and Steve. Incredible stuff indeed. We've got some. Oh dear, as Azdog there and Matt there are just getting very feisty there. To overtake them. So at the end of that qualifying session, Steve is on pole position for 2 races now, 2 for 2 for Steve. Then he's becoming a pole machine, isn't he? Remember Jonathan Cox, I think, got 7 pole positions last season or 8. So I wonder if Steve might be that tally is quite a long way away, isn't there? There's a long way to go. There's a lot of locations to as Azdog's ripped his front corner off there, and luckily it doesn't affect the results too much there. As oh dear, and we got some almighty shenanigans going on the back straight there. As hopefully they just get it out of their systems and ready for the race. Then the race is coming up imminently. That is what's the beauty of elite racing, of course, is that Dave is really asking Matt to get a move on there. So yeah, I think Dave a bit impatient to come back to the pits then. So that's the top 10. So Steve on pole position then. Incredible stuff from Steve and Azdog as well. So 1-2 for Steve and Azdog there. Brilliant stuff. Timmy third with Dave in fourth position. That's row 2. Row 3 is Matt and Fizzy 5th and 6th. Sven and Woody is 7th and 8th position there. Good stuff there. And 9th and 10th is Brown and Double Cream Cat then. So we are now getting ready for the race itself. Steve then 2 for 2. Can he get his first win of the season? I gotta say, Steve is because he got his first points, didn't he? Back in China, he had a DNF in Australia, in Bahrain, he had DNS. But he did get in China. It all came together nicely, didn't it? So yeah, I think that can Steve get his first win? Well, at the moment, then the championship favourite is right down. He's in the mid-pack there, T. Sammy, so it's going to be a very tough old day for T. Sammy. Remember, T. Sammy was an elite driver last season. This season, he started off super, absolutely banging in those podiums, banging in those wins there, isn't he? He's 3 for 3. Can he make it 4 for 4 from the midfield then? That is going to be, could we see a man who's coming for charging through the field? It all depends on the strategy and all that kind of stuff, isn't it? Last night, one of the things that we do like to do, well, I used to like to do before going to a super race, was looking at strategy from the elite guys. Well, last night, I got to say, I'm not really sure which way to go. 1 or 2 stops, I think, was where it's narrowed down to, really. And, of course, it's also about keeping your front wing intact as well. We've seen a lot of wing damage in qualifying. So, if that's anything to go by, we're going to have a lot of carbon fibre, aren't we, for the race itself, then. Here we go, then. So, this is the formation lap, then. And let's just take a look at the tyre strategy. And I gotta say, there's a lot of colours there, isn't there? So we got red, yellow, and white. What does that mean? Soft, medium, and hard tyres there. So they're all. Oh, and that's a McLaren there, who's not even concerned about the formation lap. Then I think that's JJ just going right off. Then anyway. We've got a lot of cars already on the grid then. So on pole position then, it's Steve there getting his second pole position in 2 races. Fantastic stuff. Azdog is alongside him on row 1. It's an absolutely cracking race. It's an absolutely cracking qualifying there from Azdog. Can he get a result here tonight? At the moment, Azdog is only got 2 points to his name. Can he improve that then? Remember, this time last year, Azdog had 2 pole positions already to his name, didn't he? This season started off too well for Azdog, but can he bounce back? Timmy in 3rd position there. In the McLaren, he had a cracking race last season, didn't he? For last season here in Azerbaijan, Timmy did. Can he repeat that in the McLaren? Dave is in 4th position then in the Ferrari. Then Matt is in 5th position. He is the first of the soft compound runners there in 5th position. Fizzy is in 6th position. He's on the hard compound, so he's the first of the hard compound runners. Keeping on those 2 on the alternative strategy to the front 4. 7th position is Sven. He's on the soft tires as well in the Alfa Romeo, right behind his teammate. Woody is in 8th position. Now medium tires. We got Brown in 9th position, and at 10th position is Double. Snap is in 11th position. Quite the way back at the moment. Snap is in the Renault. Then we've got T. Sammy in 12th position, and he's on the medium tires as well. Then, so he's keeping his options open in the Toro Rosso. All the Alpha Tauris we know next season. Penny in 13th position. We got Hogg in 14th position, and he is absolutely flying through the field there in 14th position. JJ in 15th position. So I've got to be honest. He didn't even look like he took turn 1, but now he's in 15th position. Then we got PB in 16th position. Gorilla is in 17th position, and Roscoe is in 18th position. Both Toro Rossos, the 2 drivers that are leading the constructors there. I've got a lot of work to do, haven't they, for this race then? So I've got to say, this is going to be an absolute thriller, isn't it? This is set up to be a thriller. So we're going to see some drivers come through the field. We're going to see Roscoe. We're going to see T. Tammy come through the field as well. What about of course the guys on the hard tires, Snap and Fizzy on the hard tires? That's an interesting one, isn't it? That's a very interesting one. Of course, both Renault teammates, weren't they, last season? So I wonder if they swapped a bit of information there. Of course, as we've got some soft tires as well, Matt we're going to be launching off the line like a scalded cat, wasn't he? So he might be flying up there inside there in turn 1. All these kind of permutations are going to be answered in the next couple of minutes. And of course, there'll be the next 45 minutes as well around Baku, just on board Snap at the moment, as he is just coming up to the grid then. And a lovely shot here in Baku. Look at that. It's a sun-bathed pitch straight here tonight. Then, of course, absolute contrast to qualifying. 26 laps around here. This is going to be a brutal old race. And this is one of the toughest races of the season, I think. This in Monaco is probably the toughest one. And now we got the lights. They're going to be illuminated when they go off. We'll be racing in Baku. And it's go! And both racing points get off nicely as well then. And we've got a couple of position changes in the back then. As they come down, McLaren on the outside then. But both racing points are resumed the lead. That's a car in the pit lane there. Who is it? That's an Alfa Romeo. Oh no, the hard virtual safety car already in this race then. So we've got a virtual safety car already. Remember, we had a lot of penalties last night, didn't we? Oh no! And then there's a traffic jam in turn 2. Fizzy's got damage to the car. As we got a virtual safety car. Roscoe's up to 14 already. Fantastic stuff from Roscoe. 5 second penalty for Snap for Norwegian flights. We had that last night, didn't we? Where we had a lot of penalties, didn't we, for the virtual safety car. And we didn't even get through the first corner. In fact, when Sven's damaged the car as well. The top for Matt's moved up a couple positions. We got Asdor dropping down. Timmy's up as well then. As we're going to get racing in the morning. So the virtual safety car means means the race has been neutralized. No, it hasn't. We're going again. So Steve is free to second and third. Timmy Asdor third. Matt fourth. Sven fifth. Dave in sixth position. We've got Woody in seventh position. All over the Ferrari's gear pods. T Simon's up to 8 already. Fantastic. Hog is in 10th position. Brown, Snap, JJ, Roscoe, PB, Gerla, Fizzy, who's got no end plates now, and he is now unfortunately dropping down the order. And this is Dave then, who did have a Haas up his gearbox as they flying down the hill. And Sven there, my goodness me, then I gotta say I was holding on there. I thought this Sven was out of control. He's not out of control at all. I'm out of control as he comes down into turn 16 now then. And now then this is a blast into. Look at that. That's a Toro Rosso. That's the championship leader. That's T Samina in the background already in this race. Incredible stuff. We're on board with the Haas. And look at this. Oh my goodness me, that was a bit of damage on the Haas already. And that's a Ferrari in the wall as well. It's Hog who's got the wall. Steve's lost the lead as they come for the complete lap one already. Oh my goodness me, we've got shenanigans already. And then Woody and oh no, it's Sven's in the pit end. We got Brown and it was Sven's in the pit end. Hog is in the pit as well. Brown moves up into a 9th position then. And so Dave is in 5th position still. Oh no! And Woody's completely gone. It's completely missed turn 2 there, and he's gonna have to do a 5-point turn here, isn't he? And so we're just watching the Haas car trying to get back on track here, and as you can see now, it's going against the flow of traffic there, but Woody dropping all the way down to 15th there, which is a shame then. Fizzy's in the pits then, so he's replacing the damage at front wing, and he's onto the medium compound tyres, and that is completely. And Matt is up to a third position. He's got by Alstock again, so that was a good old move there from Matt there. Look, there's the battle for the lead there. We've also got Roscoe and JJ there battling away as well. Roscoe's now up into 10th position. Great stuff from Roscoe. I gotta say, Roscoe flying through the field. Same with T Samuel. T Samuel on board the championship leader. Yellow flag 1-2. PB has gone. PB is out of the race. Whoa, no! And that's an unusual place, isn't it? For PB. We got a safety car. Remember, we got a bit of a patch. And now we've got safety cars. Now, this, I think it's too early, isn't it, for any strategy there. PB, that's an unusual place there for the Williams driver to go first. That's a shame there. So this is going to help Fizzy, Hog, and Sven, and Woody there, who especially the three I said before, because they've all pitted. Timmy leads the race at the moment, and he's up 2 positions. Up 6 positions is T-Time, fantastic. Roscoe is up 8 positions, fantastic stuff. Unfortunately, Fizzy has dropped down to 7th position, then, so he's the biggest. He's the biggest loser in the start of the race, unfortunately. So we're just waiting to get behind the safety car. I think the safety car is too early for strategy to be called into play at the moment, and so I think that we ain't going to. I wonder if we're going to see anyone come in the pits there. Matt is in the pits then, so he's on the soft compound tires. He's made his way back up in the 4th position now, but he's coming in the pits now. Let's see what tires is going on then, and he is now going on to the medium compound tires for the Red Bull. So he's in and out. And where is he going to? Where's he going to? 4 up behind? Well, he's behind Snap at the moment. Is he going to be behind Brown as well? Brown. Oh, sorry, it's Roscoe. I'm a season behind, didn't I? It's Roscoe there who is in the Toro Rosso up in the 9th position. Martin's in 10th position. Petty is in front of JJ. JJ is in the pits then, and McLaren team are now going to change his front wing. He's going on to the hard compound tires, JJ is. So there you go then. So he's changing the front wing, and he should be back out in no time at all. He is indeed then. Gotta say, it's incredible how quickly they changed the front wings on F1 cars these days, isn't it? It used to be up to like 12, 13 seconds. It's now down to 9, isn't it? And of course, with all the wheel guns and things like that. So we're on lap 3 then. We've had a virtual safety car after, well, basically the second corner really, and then now we've got a safety car after only 2 laps here in a Baku. So Bernd Meinlander is decided to make an appearance this season, and has decided to put his coffee down, and he's now leading the Azerbaijan Grand Prix then, as it stands out. Timmy at the moment is the real race leader in the McLaren, and he's done a fantastic job, hasn't he, to start this race. He's done a mesmerising job, Timmy. That's well done. From third on the grid, he's passed both racing points so already in this race. Done an absolute sterling job, hasn't he, Timmy, as well. Well done to him. Steve at the moment then, of course, then he's doing a cracking job in China there, and of course got pole position. He doesn't want to let this one get away, does he, at the moment then? So he needs to. Can he fight and get back into the lead? That's the question then. We also got Azdog in third position with Dave fourth, T Sammy in fifth position, and Double moving up to sixth position. Fantastic. So one retirement, and that is PB. I think he caused a safety car, didn't he, with a big old smash there. Big old smash there. I think it was turn 5, wasn't it? So that's a shame there for PB. He's our first retirement in this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He will not be the last. I'll be impressed if we sell 17 cars in the next 20 odd laps time. I gotta say, I'll be absolutely skilled, won't that? So let's just take a stock at the order then. So we're on lap 4 then of this race, and Timmy leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Remember last season he was fantastic, wasn't he? Second position is Steve in the racing point. Then we got Azdog in third. Dave is in fourth position. T Sammy moving up fantastically well in fifth position. Double is in the pits end, so Double coming into the pits end for the Haas end. So we're on board then with the Haas driver, car 97. He's in the pits end. What tires he's going to go on then? Of course, Matt came in the pits earlier on there, didn't he? Because his similar strategy to Double. What tire? He's on the medium. He's on the hard tire, Double SN. So his Penny has got a 5-second penalty there for exceeding track limits somehow. So I'm wondering where that's at turn 1, I think it was, wasn't it? So that's a interesting place there to get a penalty for exceeding track limits. I don't think you can really gain much time there, can you? As we got Fizzy back in the pits then. So Fizzy there is also going on the hard tires as well then. So I think that's a strategy call for the Alfa Romeo driver. So yeah, so will he be able to get to the end of the race? I'm not so sure about. Look how close it is. It's an art in of itself, not to crash into the back of people behind the safety car. I gotta say, in the real world of Formula 1, it's incredible of how they don't do it more often. League racing, I gotta say, it's more of a common occurrence, isn't it? But it's a very difficult thing, isn't it? You don't want to be jumped, do you? With the safety car coming in. When is the safety car going to come in? That is your question, isn't it? Well, I reckon we're going to be behind the safety car. I think the lights will be out at the end of this lap then. So we're waiting for those. We're on board, Timmy. We're waiting for those lights to go green on that top of that car. As soon as those lights go green, we'll be back racing. Of course, you are not to overtake until the start-finish line. So of course, and it's one of the most difficult things. It's one of the most difficult tracks to have a safety car restart, isn't it? Because well, it's a long straight, isn't it? And Timmy is going to be feeling the pinch, isn't he, from both racing points, from Dave and T Sammy at least. Brown there is also on the soft compound tyre, and Brown will also be launching off quite well as well, because he's going to have the more grippier tyre, isn't he? As Timmy there going very wide there as well then. Safety car, I think, is staying out actually, because we usually have green lights by now. So yeah, we still got the no, it's coming in. So here we go then. We're going to get racing once again here around Baku. Hold on to your hats, everyone. This is going to be an absolutely extraordinary start then to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Look, it's Steve. He's already trying to get side by side with the race leader. Keep an eye on the guys in the background as well. Hopefully there ain't going to be damage there, because there has been a lot of shenanigans behind safety car restarts. We're waiting. When is he going to go? When's he going to go then? Well, where is Azdog? Azdog's dropped back. Where is Azdog? He's completely out of shot then. And now I think he's gone. I think he's gone, is he? He has gone. So we're back racing, and Azdog is has been. There's a Ferrari in the background. T Sammy's all on the back of Dave, and we've also got there's the safety car coming down then. So come down into turn 1 then, and great stuff then. It's Steve still. Oh, see Timmy going wide there. Dave there is fend off the attack there of the Toro Rosso. We got Matty's on the inside of Snapper dropping down to 9th position. We got Hoggy and JJ now give. Oh my goodness, we getting very close there as well. We also have an Alfa Romeo and a double there, also batting away as well as they come into turn 2. And I'll say, Timmy has lost the lead. Because Steve has taken the lead then here in Baku then. So the in the second straight, that was what DRS says. So Steve's got a very slippery car, hasn't he? Dave in 4th position there. We got Hogg and JJ still battling away for to 11th in 12th position, 12th and 13th position, I should say then. As at the moment they're all over the back of the Mercedes. A Penny there. As a Penny there is a Penny there. I think gone a bit wide. I think the Penny is playing the long game here. As they're just all trying to get by Penny. As he is dropping down the order at the moment. T Sammy there is oh, lovely shot. Look how close they get to the wall there at the castle section. Incredible stuff. As they accelerate out of it now, and they're going to now drop down the hill. As we're just taking a look for Roscoe up in the 7th position. I've got to say, he's had a fantastic start to this race, hasn't he? Just taking a look down the field then. Oh, and Woody there is now coming up to the back of JJ here. So JJ is in 12th position in the McLaren. And, oh no! He had any more! JJ there is, oh my goodness me! Oh, I thought that was going to be an airplane crash. JJ still got all his pieces in the right direction. Fantastic stuff. So well done to JJ keeping out the wall there. My goodness me, though, I got to say that was very squeaky bum time, as they say in the world of football. Coming through the complete lap 5 then. Steve leads. 7th is Timmy. 3rd position is Alston. There's a 2-second deficit there between Alston and Dave in 3rd and 4th position as it stands. So the Ferrari driver is keeping T Sammy at bay at the moment, and Broke is now going to go on the inside. Roscoe and Brown are swapping positions. Broke is on the inside. We've got some kind of battle going on between Matt and Brown. Matt swoops on the outside, takes 6th position away, and Roscoe dropping down to 8th position there as well. We've also got Fizzy and Svetner swapping position as well. As it's happening everywhere at the moment, isn't it? As they come through then and onto the second of the 2 straights then. So the gap at the front then, it's still status quo, but it's anyone's ball game behind there at the moment as Roscoe dropping. Roscoe's damaged the car. He's damaged the Toro also then, and that's not good at all for Roscoe. So he's on a fantastic race up until that point, and now then he's going to be under the caution, isn't he? As they're on board then with a Hogg then, who is in 11th position. He's just outside the points line. He's on the soft compound tyres as it stands at the moment then. As Brooke was having a look there. I think that I was closing my eyes there because I thought that was going to be a bit of a lovely shot here from the Mercedes. Look at that. It's incredible to see these front wings, isn't it? Look at how much they move around, don't they? It's such sturdy piece of equipment, but and that's the Haas. They're all over the back of the Ferrari. Woody is having a look. He's going to go side by side, and oh no, he's in the wall, and is he okay? His wing might not be okay, but he's still in the race. Then, and unfortunately for Woody, I think that's a McLaren in the wall on the back as well. JJ is really under pressure there in the background, isn't it? It's half a second. And coming back to this Roscoe. Who was that flying through? Broke Gorilla's flying through. Broke Gorilla's in the wall. Broke Gorilla's in the wall. That's Hogan's going in the wall as well. There's another car in the wall. That's Woody out of the race. Woody is out of the race. Safety car in this race. Doubles retired from the race as well. Oh my goodness me. It's all gone off in the back there. We said Woody go in the wall. I think Doubles go in the wall as well. And I'm not sure what's occurred there. Broker's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Steve's gone through, so we've got an almighty bit of pit activity. Hogg is in the pit lane. Woody is there for session. I think he's very disappointed that he had an adventurous final lap here in Azerbaijan from the Haas driver, and unfortunately not the best of ways to leave the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Broke is just leading a trio of cars coming out of the pits, and so we've only got Brown then as Doubles for session. So I wonder if Doubles unusually to leave the session there, isn't he? So I wonder if he's disappointed with how he retired there. But 2 safety cars in this incredible start to this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Safety car, and it's got green lights on. So you're overtaking the safety car because the safety car was in front of these guys then. We've lost PB, we've lost Woody, and we've lost Double as well. So both Haas's are out of the race there. Both Haas's off in the same place then, and not good at all there from the Haas team. What a shame there. So as we're just taking a look then to see what's occurring in this incredible race then. Steve at the moment is leading then, but now the shoe's on the other foot, so to speak, isn't it? So Steve has now got to repel Timmy, hasn't he? As they're going to be flying down that start finish straight, but they got to catch up to the safety car first then. So I'm wondering, as a JJ has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So that is not good at all for JJ. He's down in 14th position at the moment. I don't think he's allowed to take that penalty until the safety car comes in. I might be wrong on that, because I'm sure that there is a bug on career where he's allowed to take it. As Azdog is, I think he is in the pits. I thought I said he was lingering on the pit entry there. He is coming in the pits then. So Azdog has rolled the dice then. The man from third position then. So Steve and Timmy have not come in. Dave is in the pits as well. This is great, isn't it? Because this time the safety car was in, almost within the pit window there. Hard compound tires is going on for Azdog then. So this is really, really spicing up the race, isn't it? Strategy is all over the show, isn't it? This is the added element now of that's a Toro. Also, I think a Toro. That's T Sammy. T Sammy's damaged the front wing car 36, so he's in and out as well. The man is on 3 races on the trot. He's right. I gotta say, we're on lap 8. He's got to start to get a shift on if he's got to even get on the podium, let alone win this race at the moment. He's on the hard combat tires, but there's a long way to go in this race. So Broke Grill there is just coming out of turn 1 there. It's just watching Hog at the moment. I'm just checking to see if Hog is. Oh, I thought he was going to the wall there. I'm just checking to see if Hog got damage there on the front of the Ferrari there. But this is not a very helpful camera shot if you wanted to find out at this moment in time. So at the moment, it's the highest runner who's pit damage. The Hog has got damage, so that's not good at all. I wonder if he might take this opportunity to come in the pits there, because I think that having a damaged car around here is very hazardous to your health indeed, isn't it? Especially on the final stretch of the on the final sector there. As now just dropping down the hill once again then, and yeah, so good job that the safety cars come out, because I've got to say, my jaw's aching already. We were on lap 8. We still got 7. We've got a lot of laps to go, haven't we? We still got about 18 laps to go in this race, so anything can happen in this race around the Baku. So I got to say, it's a bit of a lull then. So let's take a quick look at the how it's going at the moment. So we've got Steve, who's currently in this race, and he of course got pole position, and now he's in the race. Second is Timmy. Third position is Matt. He's on the hard tire. He's going a long way in this race, isn't he? And the strategies are definitely starting to open up for Matt, isn't it? Same with Snap as well in a 4th position. He's on the hard tires as well, with Fizzy in 5th, hard, and so with Asdog. Those men on the hard tires, and keep an eye on those guys. Warm up might be a bit of a difficult issue to begin with, but I think they're in the box seats. Penny there, of course, who's had limited practice on this game, but my goodness me, he's doing a cracking job today. This could be a potential huge amount of points coming away for Penny. Dave is in 8th position. He's on the hard tires as well. He's a bit further back though, isn't he? Brown 9th position. T Sammy in 10th position, with Gorilla 11th, Hog in 12th, Roscoe in 13th, Sven 14th, and JJ in 15th position then. That is the classification then on lap 9. We've had 2 safety cars. We've had a virtual safety car as well. Of course, I think we had a patch, didn't we? So I think that's why we're going to see a lot of the safety car. Burt Mylander, we've seen him more today than we've seen the entire last season and the season before, I think. So Burt Mylander there is definitely earning his paycheck today, isn't he? And all these drivers are definitely going to be earning their paychecks as well. Roscoe just dropped down there, so I thought he was coming back in the pits there and throwing the dice once again then. So in terms of strategy now then, so Steve and Timmy definitely have to pit then. So that's the front 2 who didn't come in the pits then. Asdog opted to come in the pits there, didn't he, when the safety car's out. It's too late for the guys to come into the pits now, because they're going to lose an almighty amount of time. They'll drop right to the back of this crocodile, and that's not ideal at all, is it? Because that's going to lose you an almighty amount of race time, isn't it? And so that is not what they want to do at all. Snap in a Matt there, just Josh in full position, Jocelyn in full position, I should say. Snap at the moment then doing a cracking job in 4th position. Remember, he had a couple of falls last season, didn't he? I think Snap had a cracking last season, didn't he? This season hasn't started off too well, but of course the beauty about league races is that you can turn it around in an instant, can you? You don't even have to wait 2 weeks. You only have to wait a week, don't you, before you're back on track. And that's the beauty of league racing, isn't it? So on board C at the moment is once again Matt and Snap there. I think that they're just probably prepping themselves ready to get racing now. So as we come down the hill then. So just a quick recap. We have lost a PB, we've lost Woody, and we've lost Double. I think the safety car was caused by the two Haas's there coming. I'm not sure if they came together. We did see Woody ricocheting off the barrier there, and I'm wondering, and I think he did retire on his own. I think Double there must have been probably got missighted or something, and because of that he also went to the wall. Safety car is in at the end of this lap there once again then, exact same place as it was before, so I'm not even sure why I'm excited by that. Well, of course we're excited because we're about to get racing. I'm not sure why I got surprised by it going out there. Right, so here we go then. Now the shoes on the opposite foot. This is where it's going to get really tasty as well. Look, Timmy wants to get going, doesn't he? Look at the background. Of course, we had a big old gap between second and third. This time it's a bit different there. This is going to be fantastic. Remember GP2 back in 2016? This could be exactly the same. No, snaps in the wall. Snaps in the wall. I thought they were going. Matt takes the lead. Look at this down going as well. Dave is out of the race. There's something going on in the background. Something's gone on in the background. Dave is out of this race. I'm not sure what happens. Sven's out of the race as well. Matt takes the lead. I don't think that was a very good race start at all. Staff is at the inside of Timmy. Oh, he's at the wall. He's into Timmy. And so they went into turn 3. And I'm not sure what happened in the back there, but that's not good at all. There is a on board with Fizzy. Fizzy is now going to go on the inside of a Snapman, coming down into turn number 3. Oh my goodness me! And the Snapman just about keeping Fizzy behind at the moment. I have no idea what happened in the back there, but that was an unusual race start, wasn't it? Where I think Steve there really held him off long there, didn't they? As we've got a lot of lag going on in this race as well. There, so I'm not sure what I'm seeing is right. No, I haven't got the weekend hasn't started yet for me. Yeah, so yeah, I think what I'm seeing is right. Matt is leading though. Matt, of course, dubbed the king of Baku. Well, he is definitely the king of the mountains. He's got 16 laps there, and he's leading. He is on the optimal race winning strategy as it stands at the moment. Steve though is right behind him as well. So Steve ain't gonna let him go. Remember, Matt, last race win was back in Russia. That crazy race. So it looks like Matt seems to rise to the occasion when it's an absolutely incredible race, isn't it? And now as they drop down, then they drop down the hill. I think that's Dave's first retirement this season, isn't it? What a shame there for Dave. Really is. I would like to know what happened at the back there, because I think it was the race restart that really contributed to all what was going on in the back there. As you can see, we're watching them fly by. Dave has left the session there, so very disappointed Dave was as well. Just watching all the guys there fly through. So Steve then is now gaining. Fizzy is already past Snap. Oh my goodness me! Look at them all! And now here comes Alston. He's also in. Look at this, is Alston. They're free and burst going down into turn 1. Oh no! Look at that free and burst going into turn 1 for the lead. Alston is up in the 4th position. And Ricardo-esque move there from Alston. Fantastic stuff. And he is up in the 4th position there. Brown is in up at the 7th row. Timmy Sally has also moved up into. There he is. He's out the inside of Penny. Here's through. Oh, so I think Brown has just kissed the wall there ever so slightly. And Roscoe's also past Penny as well. Penny dropping down there, dropping down the order then. This is the battle for the lead still then. It's a 3-car battle. Red Bull, Racing Point and Timmy are all over the back end of Matt then. It's this race has really livened up, hasn't it? In the on the second safety car has really has indeed then. So then Matt leads, second Steve, third Timmy. Matt is at the moment is in prime condition because of course, and he's already made a stop. The Steve and Timmy have not made their stops as it stands at the moment. Then Brown there is under under the cosh now, isn't he, from T Sammy, and Snap there is not too far up the road here. We're on board when the Toro Rosso driver. T Sammy, of course, has got 3 out of 3 so far. As I said earlier on, it's going to be very difficult for him to get 4 out of 4 at the moment. And as this race stands, he's got a lot of passing to do T Sammy. So let's see how strong his setup is. You need a very slippery car around to overtake anywhere around here, but you need it's like Hockenheim in a way, isn't it? You need a bit of downforce for the castle section, and then you also need a slippery car for the very long straight, don't you? And I think that long straight is coming up for these guys once again then, and again then it's like an adventure. See that. Just going straight on there in the barrier there. That's if you're going into the barrier like that here around Baku, that is perfect, isn't it? It's yellow flag in 2, and that's a McLaren. That's a McLaren there who's just had a problem. And DRS has been able to say, come down into turn 1 once again then. And Brown and T Sammy are by the way. Brown is still in 6th position. Just Brown. Timmy's on the inside. Brown turns it. There's contact. He's on the wall. Oh no! And they've made contact. Yellow flag. And Sammy has damaged the car. And I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what was going on with me there. I'm just too excited. There's Roscoe. Seen a bit of debris come off a car. I think it was Brown there. And I think it was Brown. It was in the Williams there. So yeah, it's T Sammy there. Went on the inside there. Brown turned in. It towards had a bit of a dodgy camera, or a bit of an odd camera angle there. And to honest, I'm really poor at making race decisions, making sure decisions anyway. So I'll leave that one up to the admin team in Super. But yeah, so that's a shame now. I say they make contact, but T Sammy there is still in 7th position. But unfortunately, well, fortunately for him, he hasn't got damage. But unfortunately for Brown, he did make damage there, didn't he? As they come through the castle section one again. That's a fantastic camera view. And look, that was Azdog in the background. Look at this. This is absolutely perfect, isn't it? And Azdog there, who hasn't need to make a stop either. So at this moment, this race is quickly turning into into a two-horse race. When we're on board then with Steve, and he is 4 tenths of a second behind Matt. He will have DRS. He will have DRS going into the start finish straight. Coach up within a second of the DRS zone as well. We're on board then with Steve, and now as he flicks it through the curtain, flicks through the concrete barriers here. And now this is where the action really takes place, isn't it? As we're on lap 12 out of 26 then around here. This has been incredible stuff. So Matt leads then. Second is Steve. Third position is Timmy. Steve is in the pits then. And there's Timmy in the pits as well. Yes, so we've got to pit action then. So into the pits then comes the Racing Point and also the McLaren driver as well. Fitty is up in the third position then. We've also got Battle then up and down the field as well. And T Sammy's on the fourth. PB has left the session now, unfortunately. Now, so here comes Racing Point. They're in and out of the pits now. And so the Steve's coming out. Also Timmy's coming out as well. Brown in the pit side. So these guys could be 7th and 8th. They've got an awful lot of work to do, aren't they? They'll be on fresh tyres. They will have a lot younger tyres than Matt. They're going to have 10 laps younger tyres than Matt, to be precise. Hoggis at the fast lap of the race, flying out there in the fryer, and he'll get that bonus point as well because he's in the top 10. Stop here in 12th position, and JD in 13th. So Matt's now got a bit of a reprieve. So yeah, so Matt has now got a bit of a reprieve then, as he's got a 2.4 second gap. Watch that gap, because Azdog is back in 2nd position now, and he's got double. Well, no, Matt's got double the tyre life of Azdog, so we need to keep an eye on that. That is going to be pivotal in this race. Then we've also got Timmy and Timmy and Steve. They're really battling as well. Remember, Steve is the man on pole position as well, or was, and he doesn't really want to end this race with another race where he hasn't won there. So it's all. So we've got still a lot of action to do. We're halfway through this incredible Baku race then, and I've got to say, as it starts about, this race will be hitting an hour at least there, as with safety cars, virtual safety cars, all that kind has been in the works then. The question is now then, can the hard tires last almost no, they got to last another wow, another 13 laps there from a Matt's point of view. So 23 laps on those hard tires is going to be absolutely incredible stuff, isn't it? We're on board then with T Sammy. He's out of DRS zone of the Toro Rosso team as it starts, the Toro Rosso teammate as it starts at the moment. So T Sammy there is not all, but Timmy is within DRS zone. He's out of DRS zone now because he's through. He's passed Steve, and now Steve then is trying to get into the situation. We're on board with the Racing Point driver. Is he going to have a look going into turn 1? No, not quite then. So Timmy is now through. Timmy there, it looks like he's got the hard tires warmed up much quicker than Steve, and he is on his way. Timmy's got to do a lot of passing, doesn't he? All the guys in front of him don't have to stop again. The question is, what kind of strategy will they be on? Can Matt's hard tires hold up? He's got an almighty amount of laps to do. I was saying earlier about we're set with that because Teo's on the inside. No! Steve is through. He is through. Is Timmy damaged? Well, Steve and damaged, and nor is Timmy as well. And great move there from Steve as he came back on the inside there, and he is up in the 7th position. I thought they was crashing there. They weren't either. That was brilliantly judged there from Steve there. Of course, the man who's got 2 pole positions to his name this season. Fantastic stuff indeed. Then as they coming to the Penny is in the wall. Penny is in the wall then. Oh dear. So Penny's visits to the wall and he's just got the wall now, and he is dropped down into 8th position then. Broke Gorilla's got a 3-second penalty then for multiple warnings that are out there in the Mercedes then. So is they're just starting to spread out now. But what I would say because Azdog has got the whip between his teeth, hasn't he? He wants to win this race, and I've got to say this would absolutely be. I think that if he won this race today, it would be absolutely. It would be incredible, wouldn't it? I think it'd be. I think it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Of course, so. But Matt there is. He's got his tires are quite a lot older than Azdog. Azdog's strategy core was absolutely just to perfection, wasn't it? Here today in Baku as it stands, and can he do it? Then he is this. He's coming up to just under a second and beyond. He needs to be under a second to be in DRS, and Matt there is going to be feeling the pressure there from Azdog in the racing point. Then look at the background, Fizzy. He's done the similar amount of laps as Matt as well. And so Azdog at the moment, and I got to say this race is really up in the air. Anyone could win this race at the moment. It is going to be all about concentration. It's going to be all about concentration and skill, and also whether you can keep those tires in check at the moment. Got to say, Matt in the first sector is pretty decent to say the least, isn't he? So as Azdog did drop back to almost a tenth of a second there. So yeah, the moment in the first sector, Matt is definitely quicker than Azdog is starting, but he's got to do an almighty amount of laps on those hard tires. We'll see how well he can keep those tires in check. Then back on board when the two Toro Rosso drivers. Remember, these two have been fantastic in the drivers so far. It's a 1-2 in the drivers' championship at the moment. But as it stands, Roscoe will be dropping down into third position. Snap is back in the pits in the Renault. He's going on to the medium tires. That should get him to the end of the race now. So Snap there is could be quite quick. Could be quite quick. Sven has left the session as well. As Sven retired after that safety car restart as well. After it all went a bit pear-shaped, didn't it? It's got a yellow flag as it's brown, and brown there is it's the turn before the castle section where they're really struggling, isn't it? We were concerned about the castle section, weren't we? But it's the turn before where they're really struggling. So unfortunately for Brown, he's damaged the left-hand side of the end plate here, so he's got to be very careful now because he's going to have an almighty amount of understeer, and you can see they're just about keeping out of the wall there. But that's unfortunate for Brown there, isn't it? 5/10 to a second then. Fizzy is being reeled in then from Roscoe, and also T. Sammy is there as well. So Fizzy is going to be feeling the pressure now from both Toro Rosso boys. This is going to get very interesting indeed. It's at lap 16 out of 26 around here. And this is going to be very much a grandstand finish, isn't it? This race is going to come alive, isn't it? I think it was come alive already, but it's going to be even more alive, isn't it? By in the next several laps or so, this is going to be very much nail-biting stuff, isn't it? Back on board with Roscoe, Matt, who's second in the championship at the moment. His teammate T. Sammy leading the championship by almost a country mile at the moment. It's in fifth position, and this is the first time that T. Sammy, as it stands, will not be winning the race, or even be on the podium now. We got Greek Gamer saying, "Hello, how can I join that?" I think that I'm glad that you're enjoying this absolutely splendid race set, and when the admins will be in touch with you, I presume. So yes, we'll definitely send you a message after the race then. Anyway, back to this incredible race then, and of course this Greek Gamer is really enjoying. I'm really enjoying. I hope you're really enjoying it as well at home. This has been a cracker of a race, hasn't it? Azdog is 1.6 seconds back at the moment. Matt is doing a very good job on those hard tires, really good job indeed. Fizzy is now going to be feeling the strain now. I think he's going to be feeling the breath of Roscoe on his neck, isn't he? We're on board then with Roscoe there, weaving through the twisty final part of the lap then. Look, he is in DRSO now as well. Is he going to be close enough? Well, on a normal straight, probably not. But here in Baku, the straight goes on and on and on and on. And now Roscoe is going. Is he going on the inside? He's going on the inside. He is on the inside, but he's not. The straight, believe it or not, around here was not long enough. Look at that. 400 of a second separated Fizzy and Roscoe there. That was incredible, wasn't it? Now accelerating out turn two. That failed attempt to get through from Roscoe. It's now let his teammate all over the back of his gearbox. Azdog has had an almighty start to this lap. The gap was right to a second. It's gone back up to 1.2 now. It's just yo-yoing around, isn't it? We've also got Hog and Broke Gorilla, who are now going to be coming under. Look at this Hog there flying through past Broke Gorilla. Broke Gorilla is a drop down 10th position, but he's still on course. Some points for the Mercedes. JD's got a 5-second penalty. His Broke Gorilla there is a drop down 7th position, but he's still on course course for some points, which is definitely a bonus at the moment. Then back to this battle here. This is the battle which we're all going to be interested in at the moment. Remember, behind T Sammy is a very fresh Steve and a very fresh Timmy in the battle for 6th and 7th position at the moment. Then, so they're 7.4 seconds back at the moment. Then, and the question is though, is there going to be enough time there? I'm wondering if they're looking back at the time when they possibly should have pitted there, because Azdog pitted and I think judged it absolutely to perfection. The front two didn't pit, and I'm wondering if that is going to really haunt them there at the end of this race. We've got 9 laps to go around here, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is around here. This is the second longest track on the Formula 1 calendar, as I think Petty's just come out of the pits and he's very close to the back of Brown. So we're keeping on that. We're keeping on that battle. Brown broke Grillis in the DRS Hog as well, so that is also going to be a juicy one as well. Roscoe is almost out. There he is. He's through and up into third position. He passes Fizzy. Fizzy's dropped down to 4th position. He's done 14 laps on those hard tyres. Roscoe's got a 3-second deficit between himself and Azdog. They're both on similar tyres then, so that is going to be that might be the story of the race then. Can Azdog finish second? Can Azdog beat Matt to the line then? That is going to be an incredible finale around here. I'm really enjoying this. This is good. This is absolutely fantastic stuff. Fascinating stuff. On board then with Broke Gorilla. Lovely pink as in the Mercedes, and he is gaining on a Hog then, and you can see he's too far back at the moment. That's what half a second looks like in Formula 1. That's incredibly long, isn't it? It's like it's a car and a half length, isn't it? Now as Broke Gorilla is going to run out straight there as Hog, there is still able to keep 8th position and away from Broke Gorilla as it stands at this moment in time now. And Roscoe hasn't actually had a lovely shot here at the Alfa Romeo as they fly through the castle section. And as we're watching the Toro Rosso in the foreground, so Fizzy is the meat. In the Toro Rosso sandwich there. And luckily that barrier is slightly far away from the track there. Otherwise, that might have been a new front wing there for Fizzy. He coming now as they come down the hill, then down into turn 60. Then I gotta say that turn 15 is one of the most difficult corners on the course, possibly almost one of the most difficult ones in the whole calendar, as Fizzy there once again they're running out wide there, making all the use of all the track and then some as well. I think he has got DRS from Roscoe. T Sammy will have DRS, and it is exactly the same amount of time between Roscoe's behind Fizzy. Now it's deja vu for Fizzy. This time it's the second Toro Rosso, and now T Sammy is through. He's up in the 4th position and he passes Fizzy. Fizzy has dropped down to 5th position. Azdog is under a second behind Matt now in the battle for the lead here in Azerbaijan. And this is going to be incredible stuff, isn't it? Yeah, there they are. Look, there they are. Look at the background. I think Azdog has been given a wake-up call as such, because now Roscoe and the Toro Rosso teammate of T Sammy have both got by Fizzy, and I think this is time now for Azdog to really start pushing, isn't it? Excuse me. Oh, got a bit of a frog in my throat. So both Toro Rossos at the moment in a 3rd and 4th, 6 tenths of a second separated. So, Fizzy there going a bit wide then. Fizzy's done 15 laps on those tyres. Matt's done 16 laps. But Matt, I think he's the first sector. Matt is absolutely mighty, isn't he? Incredible stuff there. He's gained almost 6, 7, 8 tenths there in the first sector. Impressive stuff over Azdog. But he's got 7 laps there to do this, hasn't he? I think he's doing a cracking job, Matt. I think he's a brilliant drive today from Matt. Brilliant drive from Azdog as well. Really, this could potentially be the start. Roscoe's got a 3-second penalty. That's going to help T Sammy in his quest for getting on the podium. Close to the moment, T Sammy's super career. I think he's been on the podium all the time, hasn't he? So well done there to T Sammy. Good stuff indeed there from the Greek driver. Now then, dropping down the hill, then coming into turn 16 then. And look at this then. Look at those dots there, weaving in and out there on the track map there. That is the leaders. You see a dark blue dot, we see a pink dot, we see 2 blue dots, and also we see a burgundy dot as well. Those are our top 5 then. Look how close they are. They're so close going. There's a Mercedes driver, I think, in the I think it's Petty just coming out the pits there as well. And we've got a Broke Gorilla and Hog still very in close company as well. Fizzy is in the pits then. He is in the pits, and it's Steve and Timmy were catching as well. Don't forget Steve and Timmy. They are still in a shouting chance of getting involved in that battle for the final podium. So Fizzy's on the soft tire, so he's going for fast as that now. Fizzy is, I think unless something incredibly untoward happens at the front, I think that Fizzy probably be status quo in 7th position now. But yeah, he's done a lot of laps on those tyres. Matt is still going on those 17 old lap hard tyres. I gotta say, those hard tyres are very, very. Oh, and I'm not sure. T Sammy there almost went to the back of his teammate. Might have to take evasive action there, and luckily he's kept his front wing then. So yeah, blimey, Roscoe is as to look. They're now down to 2.7 seconds. This is what we're glued to. We're glued to the timesheet. We're glued to the tower on the left-hand side between Matt, Azdog, Roscoe, and T Sammy. All by the way, Steve is still 6.1 seconds back. He is almost half the tire life of T Sammy, but it's still not enough. No, T Sammy and Roscoe got some very good cars up underneath, and the Toro Rosso boys are incredible this season. They really are. Timmy is in 5th, 6th position. He's dropped away from us. I wonder if Timmy's got damage to the car, perhaps, because his pace has really dropped off, hasn't it? Those two, remember, were first and second, batting away. It's just all gone to. It's all such a shame for those two guys, wasn't it? Because they're really very much. They were really very much battling for the lead, and then the safety car come out and they didn't take advantage of coming into the pits, and because of that really has cost them track position, hasn't it? Fizzy's only 6.1 seconds behind. I might have done him just a disservice there. He could potentially get on the back of Timmy, definitely, with just 7 laps to go then. This is still the close boundary. Matt is still, he is basically keeping it at 1.1 second. He's keeping Ansdog just about at arm's length then. He is not far away from home there for becoming the king of Baku for the second time in his IRC career. This is going to be very tense as well. Azdog, of course, going for his first win since China Season 5. This is going to be very tense indeed. Roscoe and T Sammy are also in the shout then. So the top 4, anyone in the top 4 could win this incredible Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Really fine stuff indeed then. We've still got 13 cars in this race there, which I got. Oh, I got a yellow flag in 2, I believe. Oh, it is that. That's I'm not sure who that was. That's a car that's gone off. I think it's a Mercedes there. I think it might have been Petty there, just getting out of the way. So yeah, nice Petty there, just keeping making sure he doesn't. Just make sure he's getting out of the way there and not affecting leaders. So well done, Penny. Very good stuff indeed then from the Mercedes, right? Of course, Penny, as we said earlier on in qualifying, as a Broke Gorilla coming in the pits, Penny's teammate, so he's got on soft tire as well. Keeping on Broke Gorilla, he will be rapid, as will Fizzy as well. Fizzy is more than rapid. He's now down to 4.2 seconds, isn't he? From Timmy. Timmy is going to be feeling the heat there from Fizzy in the final stage of this race. And back on board T Sammy. T Sammy there is usually not really the thick of eggs by this stage of the race. He's usually well, I wouldn't say out in front, but as well today there he is facing the first time in his IRC Super career where he's not going to be on the podium. That's incredible, isn't it, from T Sammy? And so he's got his work cut out, hasn't he? Lap 22 out of 26 then. The countdown is on then. Matt is still leading by 1.2 seconds away from Azdog, second with Roscoe in third. T Sammy almost in the wall there. He is pushing. Fizzy is set the fastest up the race. He is pushing as well. These are all pushing until the end of this race then. At the moment, Snap does actually hold the final points, doesn't he, in the Renault, but I think Broke Gorilla is going to be bearing down on him as well. We got a couple of battles that are really keeping us on our toes, isn't it? The first, second, third, and fourth are absolutely incredible, aren't they? Then we have also got Fizzy gaining on Timmy. We've also got Broke Gorilla gaining on Snap as well. This is the leader. This is Matt Vote then. So he has done 19 laps on these tires. He's almost done a full race distance. Remember, he came in the pits under the first safety car, changed the soft tires, went on to the hard tires, and this is where we are now. This is what we're up to at the moment then. Now then, Azdog is again in 9/10 of a second away from Matt then. There is Matt, there's Azdog in the background. JJ's got a 3-second penalty for some misdemeanors there, hasn't he? JJ's in 12th position, but I'd say a good shout to all 13 drivers out there that have absolutely done a cracking job today. Really have, of keeping the cars out of the wall. Brilliant stuff. So we got two nasty shunts here, don't we? Unfortunately, Sven and Dave, I don't think they came together as such, but it was something beyond the safety car, and of course Double and Woody as well, I think on the safety car release, or just the lap after the safety car release. So Azdog is in DRS zone as well. Look at that, he's a second behind, and that time is coming down, but I think Matt has got a very slippery car, hasn't he, that Red Bull driver has. He only lost 0.4 of a second on that start finish. That includes DRS, but this is the closest Azdog has been, I think, in the whole race. So this is now good. This is where it's going to get very tense now for Matt there. Matt is only 4 laps away there from winning the race in Baku, but I think Azdog has got something to say about that. Run board of Azdog in the racing point then, who started on the front row of the grid. He came in when the safety car was deployed then, and he has done a fantastic job, hasn't he, in terms of strategy, and he's 8 tenths of a second away from that. We're going to keep it on the battle. We'll also keep it on this battle as well. This is going to be a tense battle between Snap and Broke Runner. It's like fly through at the final sector then, as Snap there is at the moment currently good. Snap is at the wall. There's a bit of debris come off the red out car, and that is the end plate going for Snap there. And oh my goodness me, I thought that Broke was going to have a good old lunge there going into turn 16 then. Snap there is almost out of DRS zone now. Azdog is not out of DRS zone by any stretch of the imagination now, is he? And I think of Broke Runner there, just tapping the wing, tapping the wall there, which hopefully I don't know hands damaged the wing there. And Snap there, I think he has advanced that 6 tenths of a second at the moment. And Snap there, I gotta say, that Renault car is a very, very slippery car, isn't it? So yeah, Snap is keeping the Mercedes back at the moment then, bay at the moment then, so it can flying through the final sector then, and here he comes at Matt, and then here comes Azdog as well, snapping a Broke Gorilla there, still status quo at the moment. JJ's gone, and where's it gone? That's a big smash there as well. Oh my goodness me, the car is off the ground, and as Azdog was going for the lead there, but I'm thinking he backed out. I wonder if he wanted to do it as a double is through. Oh no, then double, sorry, it's Broke Gorilla, and Snap is spinning around. He's in the middle of the track, there. And where are the leaders? The leaders are coming up to that part now. And so unfortunately for Snap, he's damaged his wing. Broke Gorilla's back up in the 10th position there. Snap unfortunately did a pirouette, and I think that's Snap's points paying position done and dusted. Fizzy is at 2.9 seconds behind Timmy, and now this is getting very, very tight now, isn't it? JJ's left the session, and so JJ retired from the race, unfortunately. He was so close to the end. There's the two Toros. So this is going to come down to the to the penalties out there, isn't it? So who's had the cleanest race and who has got the least penalties? Here's Matt. Here's Matt. Here's Roscoe. Where's Azdog? Dennis Roscoe. I'm getting confused. They're so close together I can hardly make out who's who. Even though they're driving different cars. As Azdog is now 0.5 of a second back. Then we're in striking distance now. But this is where you get the wash. This is where you have the dirty air coming out of the back of the cars. Then so Azdog is driving through that dirty air, and that is going to really cause issues with the wing. Then Roscoe has had an appalling second sector somewhere. I hope is he okay? He is okay. He's just dropped back a bit there into his car is still fine. On board then with Azdog then. Look at this, and he is gaining. We're on lap 24. We're coming out to complete lap 24, and there it is. Roscoe is looking. This is the closest he's been in this race. And Matt is going to have to go to the fence. And Roscoe is gaining. Azdog is gaining, but not quite. Then so come down, and now Roscoe is teammate Timmy. Sorry, not Timmy. No, it's not Timmy. It's T Sammy. Roscoe hangs it out to dry on the outside, and T Sammy is on the inside. Roscoe is not giving up. He is not giving up. Fantastic racing from both Toro Rossos and Roscoe. It is Roscoe. It's still in third position. T Sammy is still in fourth, but it is T Sammy, as I'm completely getting the names completely mixed up here today. Matt is still in the lead then. 10 to a second the gap is now. We're on the second to last lap. We've got 2 more rounds around here. We got this lap and the next lap. This is going to be very incredible indeed. There's a Ferrari flying by. That's Hog there flying by. Fizzy's under 2 seconds back now from Timmy as well. As that is going to really take up. That's really going to be a heated affair, isn't it? Nothing that I will really look forward to seeing. Well, hopefully we've only got one more lap there to decide this, haven't we? As this incredible Azerbaijan Grand Prix is reaching its climax. Azdog then, we've got one more lap, haven't we? Azdog I think he's got a couple of places where he can do the move there. The question is though, is Matt there, is he harvesting? He needs to harvest, doesn't he? As much energy, as much urge as he can, because he needs to launch off this corner as good as he can to keep himself out of Azdog's clutches. Now then, this is the point where this is where Azdog's most best opportunity is. We're on board with Azdog then. We're on board with the race and put driver. He is gaining once again. And look at this. This is his best opportunity. I've said that so many times. Look at this. He's got the arrows. He's through on the last lap. He takes the lead with 1 lap to go. Azdog leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff. And both Toro Rossos are status quo there. We've got 1 more lap. Azdog has come good at the death, hasn't he? At the final stages of this incredible Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This is fantastic from Azdog. Brilliant. Really, this is the first time he's led this race, I think. And it's right at the end of this incredible race here in Baku. Fantastic stuff from Azdog. T. Sammy is still away from Roscoe as well. Now then, he's gained a second over Matt in the first sector there, hasn't he? As he's now starting to pull away there, isn't he? So we're on the last lap here in Azerbaijan. Then we've still got 12 cars that started out this 18 car grid. So fantastic stuff from all drivers out there. Here is Azdog at the moment. So he's just got to navigate the final couple of corners then at the moment. And I think that. The Toro Rosso boys have the Toro Rosso boys have basically been lying on stern for most of this race. See there, I'm seeing two there. Strategical mistake there has really cost them a podium at least here today, and possibly even them getting a win here today as well. So both Tim and Steve might be ruining their strategy choice there. It's so important, isn't it? But I think that but definitely. Yeah, it's such a shame there, isn't it? Azdog coming out of turn 16 then. Here he comes. He's flying up to the line now. And I think everyone in the IRC community will be absolutely delighted then. And that, of course, we've got to figure out penalties, but I hope that there is no penalties. Azdog then is coming up to the line and he wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff from Azdog. A brilliant drive there from Azdog. An absolutely incredible performance. They inspired from Azdog. Second position was Matt in the end. He led for most of the race there, didn't he? He was just a couple of laps short there. T. Sammy back on the podium now for the 4th time in 4 races. Roscoe 4th. 5th for Steve. Timmy in 6th position. Fizzy finishes 7th in the end. Hogg is coming through in 8th position. Brown in 9th position and Broke Gorilla in 10th. Got a yellow flag as and Steve there is just coming to the end there. It's coming just cruising up to the line then. As we're now on board then with Hogg as he's in the Ferrari then. Has he got lights going on? I think he can see. I think he sees a yellow flag on his map there, doesn't he? It's just Steve there coming through to finish in a 12th position, is he? I think it's Steve, isn't it? It is Steve. Yeah. So Steve. Sorry, Penny is finishing in 8th position there. I got the names completely wrong there. This excitement's been incredible, hasn't it? Brown finishing in 9th position with Broke Gorilla finishing in 10th and Stat there coming through in 11th there. So I've got to say congratulations to all these drivers out here today who have done an absolutely fantastic job then today. But hats off to Azdog as Broke Gorilla's got a 5-second uncertain penalty there. I wonder if that might allow Snap back in and getting a point there. But Azdog, well deserved, and I think that, as I said on the run up there, absolutely brilliant stuff today for Azdog, and I think it's richly deserved there, isn't it? On a very difficult day, he has come through and won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on the final lap of the race. Absolutely brilliant stuff. A grandstand finish there as Snapville, I think, is just doing his best Michael Schumacher impression of finishing in the pits there. Congratulations to Azdog. Absolutely superlative win there. Brilliant drive and really kick-starting his season as well. And I think more importantly, hopefully, well, I'd say that that is I think that's a great end to a good end to what's been a pretty difficult day, hasn't it? So congratulations to Azdog today. Thoroughly deserved there. His drive was impeccable, wasn't it? Absolutely impeccable. Strategy call right down to a T, and he wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Matt so close there. He was only a couple laps away from pulling off the impossible, wasn't he? An incredible strategy call there. And T. Sammy there from the T. Sammy there getting back onto the podium as well. So 3 for 3 for T. Sammy then. And look at all those lack of penalties out there. That is absolutely fantastic as well. Azdog won this race brilliantly well. I got to say, absolutely richly deserved today. absolutely fantastic. Matt there finishing second in the end. T. Sammy from 12th to 3rd. Roscoe from 18th to 4th. Brilliant drive there. Steve 5th position in the end with Timmy in 6th. Fizzy 7th. Hoggets in 8th position with Brown in 9th. 10th position is a Broke Gorilla in the Mercedes. Snap 11th and Penny in 12th position. Retirements JJ, Sven, Dave, Double, Woody and PB all retired from this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I don't think I need to lie down after that. That was absolutely fantastic. It really was. The championship standings will be updated very shortly with no pending investigations. Of course, remember last night the championship. Remember last night we Dave and Matt had to go through a lot of footage. I think it was almost 50 minutes worth of footage there. So hopefully I don't have to do that today, because that might be a long night there. Absolutely fantastic. Matt has joined us in the commentary box now. An incredible race there from you, Matt. I got to say,
go on, mate.
I was going to say, absolutely incredible stuff. You was 2 laps away from pulling off the impossible today, but so close there in the end.
Yeah, no, mate. I took a gamble with going on to the hards. I took a massive gamble, to be honest, because it was dead. 2 laps to go, they had nothing. I was wary of Sam Morales and Roscoe catching as well, but couldn't have been a more deserved winner today, I think.
No arguments for me, absolutely. No. I think it was it was an amazing drive from Azdog as well. He took it right on the last lap as well. I think it was an inspired strategy call from Azdog as well. It really was. I
just had nothing to fight it with. Nothing. There was. He could have got me a couple of laps previous. I think he was just bad in his time. But no, I just had nothing in the tyres that was dead. I think it was at 68%.
It was the first safety car he came into the pits, wasn't it? Did you think about pitting under the second safety car, or was as soon as you got those hard tyres on, you was thinking about just going to the end?
When I put the hards on, I was hoping that there'd be a safety car with about 8 laps to go, and I was pitting again for the mediums. But when that safety car never come out, I didn't have an option but to go for it.
And I think that you're now, my maths is really appalling, so apologies, guys. But I think you've now moved up to second in the standings. T Sam, you took 3 points out of T Sammy today, but the man still gets in. Not at this moment. No, it's very early on this championship, so don't get us wrong. Hang with us, guys. It's gonna be a classic. But taking 3 points out of T Sammy today, you've moved yourself up to second. I gotta say, at the moment, T Sammy needs a lot of bad luck though for you guys to catch up.
He does. No, he does. He's it's his race pace for me. His qualifying is not the best, but his race pace is right up there. I think if he can get his qualifying as well, he'll be he'll run away with it. But we'll all try. We'll all try and peg him down.
He's very similar to Not That Bad, isn't he? Where Not That Bad, of course, was an absolutely incredible racer. Qualifying, possibly something he needed to work on. But T Sammy, that's a scary thought, isn't it? Another Not That Bad in the league this season.
But no, we've already decided Azdog, driver of the day for his news, and obviously he's won anyway, so it kind of takes it out of our hands.
It does indeed. And as Matt said, absolutely, I'd say the perfect winner today of what's been a very difficult day indeed. So congratulations to Azdog, and thoroughly deserved, because that strategy call was incredible stuff. It's like he had Ross Brawn on his shoulder in that strategy call. Fantastic stuff. Remember, we'll be back next week for Super, as we're going to Spain. So the first official European race of the season in Spain. So the Barcelona, absolutely cracking race that is going to be. Of course, the Elite guys is back at 7:30 on Wednesday night. So it's going to be an absolutely cracking race. That'll be. Remember, Elite is so close at the moment. It's really spicing up. And in Super as well. Well, if we have another race like today, I'm really looking forward to that as well. And it's anyone's ball game, isn't it? Still in both leagues, I feel. Join us next week for Spain.